teams in 2024 alone have had 8 meetings.
Okay.
So that's 13 maps of Counter-Strike played over best of ones and best of threes.
Scores on the doors?
Coming out on top for the Red Canids. Now, obviously, we mentioned coldzera, but he has Henny by his side as well. Maybe people aren't too familiar with Henny, but twin brother of Lucas. Henny's probably the more famous and more successful of the two of them. But Henny's
talented.
been... Well, yes, as well, yes. But he's been... Oh, we're underway.
Yo.
Well, we'll talk about Henny.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you're going to see some highlights from him on the AWP. This is Red Canids map choice. They'll be starting on the T side. And quite a heavy lean from Case over towards the A side. So no eyes on middle whatsoever. Davideus lining up a connector smoke. Also has a molly in his hands. Maybe it's connector smoke, window molly. But they do want to split A by the looks of things. So yeah, window, molly. Oh,
that's really quite a big mistake, actually.
Yeah, one job.
It's like the one smoke. Whole strategy revolved around it. Venomzera has found Riccioli. How was that? Riccioli?
Yeah.
Riccioli.
I think he tastes pretty good with some bolognese
Yeah,
sauce.
with a bit of pesto. Oh, look at Venomzera flexing the moves here. He's already found himself one, and if he can find BSD, it does open up a portal, if you will, into B. Oh, both of them collapse in unison. It's nice connections from Niazin as well. Long-range Glock works out for Cold. Can he come up clutch? A 1v4 demanded of him, and that's an accidental scroll wheel jump. Costs him his life. Niazin, long range on the dual Berettas for his third. So really high contributions. You can see the energy's electric. I will say, if Case win 4 more rounds, they'll have hit their
They'll
quota.
have equaled their quota. Yeah.
They've only got 5 rounds in both of the best of one so far.
Precisely. They've lost to the likes of FURIA and Imperial, so they've only played Brazilian teams.
But also 2 of the stronger Brazilian teams.
So Red Canids have lost to 9Z and M80. The Anubis game, I think, against M80, people could have argued they should have won. It felt like a little bit of a choke there. They did have a decent lead.
Okay.
But M80 staying resilient and bringing that one back will be the eco for the Red Canids. And maybe we could talk a bit more about Henny. He was originally in Game Academy. Well, not originally, but that was one of the teams that then he got brought across into the bigger leagues. That was Fallen's little project back in the day.
Yeah, right.
He was in Immortals, Alex. He made it to the bloody grand final of a major. PGL Krakow 2017.
Yeah, I mean, he's always had, like, flashes of brilliance, hasn't he?
I think it was the first major I worked.
Was it?
I casted the show match with Fifi.
For Flaren, for those
on my birthday, and the arena sung me happy birthday.
Well, that must have been left quite a mark.
That was quite nice.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. He was also in Luminosity, FURIA, MIBR, Imperial. Those are the notable names. But surprisingly, he's only played at 2 majors, Henny.
That is bizarre.
Isn't it? With all those teams in a 10-year-long career. coldzera's played at 11 majors, and he's won 2 of them. So that's not too shabby whatsoever.
That ain't bad. I wanted to see the major trophy. He's rocking Columbus. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Columbus 2016 for Colt.
Look at Keith go from top middle. You get it? You get the joke?
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban.
Yes, I did it. Don't know who that guy is, but he's a...
But you said you guessed it right.
Yeah, I know.
he's a country
I've heard the name.
I think he was married to Nicole Kidman.
Oh, he's done well then.
Is he still married?
Amadeus, by the way, is it's a musical about Mozart. That was his middle name. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Okay. All right, well, this is about to heat up. We're getting into the gun rounds. Red Canids bringing out the AK-47s. Now, talking with Harry and Hugo at breakfast, they were saying expect a slow pace from Red Canids. They might find an opening pick, but they pause. They wait for the CT reaggressors. I don't think we're going to get that in this round whatsoever. This is looking like an all 5-man into an A execute. Somewhat of a mid-presence being found from Case. Send a player through the con smoke for info, so they can be on high alert towards either bomb site.
Yeah, BSD and Riccioli about to be tested, forced away by the flame into dark. Second molly forces him further, does well to find Venomzera. Traded out by Davideus as a double delivered. Only Urban now to disrupt, falls back behind that con smoke, play for the retake. Niazin does get overlooked there by Nathan, looking for another significant damage and converted into the 1v1.
Here he is, the alligator.
It's the alligator versus Yeps, coldzera's old content man. I believe is his official title. Now he's up against him.
A round-the-world maneuver from Henny, a man after my own heart in a clutch.
Yeah, this is a Chad Sponge Birchall maneuver.
I do like what we're seeing. Let's see, should be able to maneuver his way in towards the B bomb site. With the vent not broken, Yeps is not going to oblige. I think he will have to make the rotation point through Cat, but Henny needs to make sure he doesn't give away any sound cues. Obviously, the bomb getting planted will let Yeps know.
Not going to plant for short side open, no, thank goodness. Okay, so, what? Sticky, gets it down.
Yeps is here so quick.
Bit of a jump scare for Henny. Yeah, he was not anticipating that. He was in the mindset of relocating and moving, and gets caught with a bit of inaccuracy there. Yeps, that's a big clutch to post and gets the third round converted, passing the first test of the guns. Relatively a team effort as well. It was just BSD who didn't manage to find the frag. Instead, it was a double kill from Urban, I believe.
Keith,
as we call him.
No, a good work from Davideus coming out of Ram towards Tetris here with the multi-kill. But yeah, Henny maybe overcooking the pooch, was expecting Yeps to be a whole lot closer than he was, and he was the one that got the jump. So getting fired up, we know the Brazilians make some noise. But when you've played each other 8 times in a year, right, you've got so much tape on one another, and this is where the mind games come in, and it's difficult for me to explain the detail of how these kind of scenarios play out, but you're playing to beat the style that you know, not to have a solid style yourself.
Yeah, I see that.
So like the layers on layers on layers, and the last times that you played each other, last time they did face, Case actually won best of 1. It was part of the qualification for the very event we find ourselves at now.
I found that quite interesting. They went for early like ramp, 2 of them walking towards ramp to try and take it with a flash, and instead
bad info, isn't
back
it?
Away.
Yeah, well, there's going to be another A execute on the docket for Red Canids with these upgrades into the pistols. Tech 9s are plenty. And they have more than enough for everything. CT smoke, the up downs, and away we go. Molly's to follow.
Could be one hell of a double nade here. Arch uses it for the clear instead. And yeah, no one's going to be exposed. They get across onto triple. CT as well, exposed and not covered. Venom Zera could try as hard as he might get through. Ricky Olief does find Amadeus. And it's going pretty good. Henny finding that space as well. Nathan could be overlooked. He is going to run into BSD's USP. And so things, despite the plant, have fallen apart.
Oh, well done from Yeps there. Just buttoning things up. This would be a massive Cold Zero clutch. I don't see this one manifesting.
No, nor I.
Plenty of time, weapon advantage, and can't get it done on the first. Yeps will better him. And the defusal will come through. 4-0 start for Case. Now, look, you'll take the plant if you're Red Canids. You will be buying into this one. More than enough money for Henny to bring out the AWP. And maybe people at home are questioning, how come they push their own smokes? If they just executed it into the site and the team was playing retake, which they were, the bomb goes down, they're at a disadvantage just playing with Tech 9s, right? So they have to make a bit of a move. It didn't look very well put together. I think that was the problem. It wasn't a swarm of players, looked a little bit limp from the Red Canids, but the idea is to get some kills while the bomb's being planted to give themselves a chance within that post plan.
Can't help but feel as well, like if they'd have known, which they don't, that CT was unoccupied, that's a real valuable asset.
Precisely.
Instead, you ended up jungle, and it was a real brawl. Talking of brawl, looks like Urban fancies himself an early fight. Top mid smoke naded out by his teammate, and they are anticipating it. Nathan versus Urban in this clash. He actually jumps up, finds himself on that higher elevation, is just going to tuck in on the chair, which might be and will be overlooked. Controls the spray, finds himself an opening kill. Case looking to find what has been par for them in the first 2 best of 1s in the first 5 rounds.
And Mirage was one of those maps they played earlier within the tournament. Well, just yesterday, actually. Mirage and Vertigo. Whereas it was Dust2 and Anubis, the maps that Red Canids have fared on so far. So I think potentially the Red Canids looking to see if they could exploit Mirage as a bit of a weakness. Now the breaks, well, I wouldn't say they've been hit, but they're definitely being tapped as Red Canids looking to fight their way back into things. Very separated at the moment. 2 over towards A, 1 through Palace, 1 through Ramp.
It's a very frustrating angle if you're coming out of Palace.
Yeah, this is geeky, isn't it? They're playing the number advantage. They're not giving anything over. They're not re-aggressing. They're allowing Red Canids to make the next move.
I mean, you're just not pre-aiming that. You're so concerned about the default. There's like 4 angles you have to be concerned about before you even cast your eyes towards Niazin.
Love some snooze on New Year's Eve.
Not bad. Chad Sponge is locked in. I love that Americans think that they invented snooze as well.
Ah, it's great.
Have you guys got that in Europe yet? It's a new craze. Sweeping the nation.
Been for a while, boys, but the bomb goes down. Post plan, an opportunity for Red Canids. This could be their first.
Maybe, maybe. Especially with Henny still alive and that mid lurk. Ooh, Venom Zera's a valuable asset to the team. BSD removes Henny, so now we might be time for Cold and Venom to start doing their Zera things. Only the one. Nice from Yeps. 2 on 3. Venom, Zera, and Davideus. Good find. Davideus looking sharp in this one. Now Venom's going to be overlooked. No, he's not. Yes, hyper aware. Bomb on the bomb. Defuse gets it in time. Oh, that's the best we've seen from Red Canids, but still not enough.
The man's link on there really cost them. The feet being off the ground, the inaccuracy, the inability to take that fight, and KRÜ will grab their 5th. Bomb goes down again for Red Canids. They were essentially given over a free bomb site for this plant, so KRÜ are more than happy to play retake. Here it is. This is the frag, the difference maker, Yeps.
That's two times.
The dialogue.
2 times we've seen Yeps now in these kind of retake and chaotic situations, being aware of the less expected play. Previously onto VenomZera in CT. That's an aggressive AWPing line. Henny does get punished a little for it, down to 50. Out mid.
Look at how much space they're being given. I think this is KRÜ just being jarring more in the mid to late round. Let's see as well, monitor how long they hold on to their nades, because when you have a domestic head-to-head like this, and as mentioned with the 8 games that they've played against each other this year, you know the tendency. So if you're going to hold on to util for quite a long time, then you know that the Canids operate slowly. Well, there's an offering, an opening to work with. A shot from VenomZera. Push.
Yeah, but I tell you, you're not expecting this re-aggression after catching someone so early in abs. It's the fact that there's a second. Cold. This is aggressive, proactive, and punished is Urban. Was not anticipating someone ahead of that utility. Riccioli to be tested here on triple. No molly for him, so he will have an opportunity to take a fair fight. Nathan blind, lovely find. Oh, nearly the double. Davideus, good work.
So many nades for the retake.
Yeah, still not looking particularly comfortable here for the Canids.
The flank is key.
And not choosing to engage. BSD would rather just bide his time. That's a free frag coming in play.
Yep,
knife out, heard that coming. Clean headshot and an AK upgrade. Still has all that util. Time for BSD to start throwing his. It does look like he's deployed a flash or 2.
I think Cold's heard him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good luck. Yeah, clean from Cold. Very nice shot.
Smoke and defuse.
That's all he's got. That's his best tool in the arsenal right now. And yeah, Henny catches him before the smoke does plume. Yeah, to see Nathan on the board is interesting as well. I was talking to you just before we got on live that all of Red Canids have exactly the same rating over the last 3 months. 1.05. But yeah, Cold, some proactivity there to break into the A site. And this was a very important frag as well from Davideus. I feel like I've said that a lot already.
Yeah, he has had some moments, even though this is only their first round.
Yeah, 5 frags, but I feel like all of them have been like taking steps towards that round conversion. Well, yes, Alex, a kill is a step towards a round conversion.
No, but you're talking about impact
That's
kills,
what I'm trying to say.
Right? So the importance of the frag, right? It's something that has been helping them potentially get to the closer. And we will see a tactical timeout called quite early on in this one. KRÜ's going to discuss what the buy will look like, or if there is one even available. 3.5 for Big Rick. And it looks like they are going to take the conservative approach, so loss bonus into that round. Bottom of the barrel into the next. It should put them in a position to get the purchase.
Here we go.
So,
nice and early start. USPs aren't going to get much going here. I mean, a peak 250 was infested, and Urban's given it a good go. Gets Nathan on notice, but Davideus died. This is a 3v3, and 2 of them are like sub 60.
Catch that one.
Yeah, not bad. Awkward now for 2 of them. Nice try. NT's in the chat. Look at the damage. Close to converting even more.
Bit stressful, and letting out Aurora's VenomZera. Sure, you want to kind of lift the morale of the team, get rolling with the momentum, but somewhat of a laboured approach. They've been doing this top mid smoke spawn-based, so this time it's going to be VenomZera's, or is it?
Yeah, they have. It's just both instas for top mid and window.
Their top mid smoke, it doesn't extend as far as what you see from other teams. It's very cat-centric. It doesn't spill over into mid as much. Well, this one does. Okay, different lineup. And this is pretty common in current Mirage, right? Obviously scaling front of the smoke because the top mid box, the island box gets mollied all the time. Get yourself over towards tap, post up that AWP this time round. Speaking of AWPs, BSD posts up, B apps. Won't have company for a while. It does allow more bodies from KRÜ to find themselves entrenched over towards the A site.
That's what BSD stands for. B site defense.
Damn. So some feigned mid presence. Haven't really taken too much control, but a minute apparently the go signal. I think copying a little bit of a flash there, but...
He's been watching some Dust Moret demos, I'll tell you. The team flashes yesterday were on another level.
He's trying to support, you know?
Yeah. Oh, and that is supporting another round for Case. Urban, strong Case, but hang on. And he's found himself a double before the rest of his teammates just completely dissolved, disappear.
Another clutch for Henny.
Let's see what he's got.
Gonna be treacherous if he wanted to go up. Cat, is he considering saving the AWP?
It's a long project. Gets himself towards
there you go. It's a
despawn.
save.
Yep.
All right.
All right. No AWP skin? Can we have a conversation, Henny, or is that not his? Maybe it's...
Might not be his.
Check.
You know. Oh, yeah, you can actually see.
It's Davideus. It's not an AWP.
Davideus doesn't have an AWP skin.
Yeah.
You just whack on anything. I'm sure you got something in the inventory.
There must be something.
You got some piece of trash in there. We all do.
You've opened a case at some point.
Maybe you haven't. Maybe your name's Flush. Actually, no, Flush's whole thing was he wasn't going to use a knife until he opened one.
That was the strap.
Yeah.
I know Elige is the hipster without the skin.
He likes vanilla.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
I think that's cool.
Some of the vanilla knives are pretty cool.
But I mean, I'm all for any skins as long as you're going for an aesthetic. You've thought about the combination.
Don't look at my inventory then.
No, but Elige it is an aesthetic. You know, vanilla knives.
Yeah.
Vanilla skin.
I like my souvenir skins
yeah.
because they have value to
and
me.
history. Yeah.
Well, at this point, ancient.
Yeah, I had a souvenir for my first major game cast, but it's a P90 and it's hideous.
Yeah, so you never use it.
No.
No.
VP Fnatic.
Who won?
Fnatic.
Oh, well, it would have been back because Fnatic was the best in the world.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, we do get the timeout, and we get the investments behind the saved AWP. Galils for 2. Davideus and Cold Zero having to wield those, but AKs for the likes of Nathan and Venom Zero. Would love to see Nathan get off the mark. Get to find a frag. Nathan again goes down, opening death to Urban.
BSD. Oof, yeah, doesn't catch the first out. Kioli, Messi onto Davideus. A chance onto Cold, but a little hang time before he engaged. BSD composed, finds himself a connection, takes down Venom on Sandwich. Now not looking too comfortable for the Red Canids as a 7th looms in this case defense. Cole trying to be the hero, does understand the intensity of the situation. How's he gone and got another one there, but all for naught. BSD double kill on that AWP in the right place, right time, and Case making somewhat of a strong case for this CT side, considering now Red Canids are down to what, 3 grand at the on average.
Damn straight. The Canids better lawyer up. This one might be closed.
Give Harvey Specter a call.
Well, this might be one of those weird series that we have, Alex, where because of the relationship between the two teams, they swap their map picks, and you know both teams are feeling somewhat comfortable on the choices regardless, and would have been well prepared.
I mean, all it takes is a slip up as well to completely disrupt their flow.
Well, I would say Case winning is an upset along with the KRÜ upset over Nouns.
Yeah, well, like a kind of equivalent.
Yes, I would say so. Like, you have Canids as the favorite, you have Nouns as the favorite, but it's not like an 80-20 type favorite. More like a 60-40, 55-45.
Numbers. And talking of numbers, Nathan yet to find that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice shot from BSD. Removes the head and a second onto Venom. See you later, guys. Nothing for your Tech 9s here.
Thanks for coming. I guess we can recap a little bit of what's happened so far. We did bring the matches up. So we've had Wildcard, actually, as the first team to qualify from the Americas. They dealt with 9Z quite handily, so congrats to Stan, Sonic, JBA, Cozy, and of course, Susp. And over in the Asian RMR, which has been going on adjacent to our Americas RMR, we did have the Mongols as well as Rare Adam, Chinese representation, qualifying for the Perfect World Shanghai Major, which is going to kick off in a couple weeks' time.
Nice to see a Chinese team qualify as well.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? And there's an opportunity for one more. Lin Vision are playing against Talon right now, and the winner of that game will face FlyQuest later today, so you can check that out. That'll be on, if you're looking for the English broadcast, the C stream that PGL are providing with the remote broadcasting.
And Complexity versus MIBR is underway as well.
Oh, that's a great game, isn't it? I would love to see Cole go 3-0.
Oh, it'd be a
For
statement.
Jason Lake's sake.
Yeah.
So look at this, another molly towards that top mid box. It's really stalling out the mid control. BSD posted up and oh, the oscillation on the smokes. BSD takes another shot.
I mean, mission accomplished. You'll respect the Molotov. Venom, a util set to take further mid control. Connector now under his remit. Clear though, comes in, and there was a body exposed. That's Nathan spotted. Can Nathan get on the board in this half? He's got 2 rounds to have a go. Finds himself boosted up window side. Urban does actually poke his nose out of that con smoke.
At this point, just bait for a kill.
Right? At this point, I would be. Last man in.
Just to feel good.
Whoosh.
Nice shot from Annie.
Nice.
Level things up 4v4. Time. Never an issue for the Canids.
Here we go. Nathan's actually being proactive, and he's bang on the money. There is a gap, a path of least resistance where...
Urban seems aware. Nope, yeah, maybe he doesn't.
That's a frag. Urban escapes now. The back is exposed. This is yours. This is yours.
Oh,
this is
take
your frag.
it, bruv.
This is your frag. Nathan takes his first. Urban down 3v3 and the bomb on con. Down he goes. BSD maintains control.
Oh.
Yeah, he can't peek in front of it. He had to go. Experimented with the idea. And he brings that bomb through. 2 of the more seasoned vets of the Canids to try and put this more competitive scoreline together. Cold does catch Yeps, but activating from CT is Naya's in. Cold goes down, and a 9th for Case.
What a half.
Yeah, they are farming.
They're really not having too many issues whatsoever. That round seems a little bit stressful for a moment, sure. Now money going into the final round. It's pretty miss for Red Canids. We're going to be talking Galils. Maybe there could be an AK with head armor for Henny, but they need that util.
Bang. Really, like, it's been impressive to see how much impact this AWP has had. BSD in 1 half alone. Really been a disruptor of the Red Canids game plan. Every single time there's a clear, like, it does feel a little bit like it's kind of 2017 T-side calling.
Yeah, you can see the ideas of what they're trying to do, but they're never getting away with the space.
Like 4 mid.
Well, this is something pacey. B split.
Fast B split. Naya's in. Oh, yikes. He's got help. Oh dear, it's collapsed.
That's a shutdown. This has happened in the blink of an eye, Alex. Can you hit tab and see how long this map's been going for?
23 minutes, but I think that's also including the wait time.
Okay, because it feels like it's been
it does feel quicker
rapid.
than that. It does. More like 18 in my book.
Even that feels a bit generous, doesn't it? Well, just 2 to find, looking for a spotless finish with all 5 staying alive in round number 12. Henny and Cold again.
Yeah, but I mean, they are...
Thank you for highlighting that.
That's, really, that's valuable information.
The bomb is down. They're not playing the bomb, which I respect. It's like they have such a huge number advantage. You don't need to be like, well, we know you need this. We're not going to sit on top of it. And by doing so, look at how much time is being melted off the clock. Cold now tasked with going to go pick up the package. Can get it for free. Waltz is on over. I feel that they have to go A.
And they will. It is the lesser defended bomb site. Just BSD on CT.
Yeah, retake again. Look how passive it is.
I mean, they're playing for the win, aren't they? No. Oh, I say that. No,
he gets an AWP.
Gets an AWP. We could be cooking. Oh, Riccioli goes down. Henny and Cold Zera making a round out of this after all. It has to be Henny. The entirety of this has to be Henny. A recovered AWP, and they know. They're well aware the AWP went down CT. They know Henny's got it equipped. He's got 3 bullets and 3 targets to ace clutch for a 3rd for the Canids. Biding time for Yeps to get himself positioned CT. Opts for the ROPS angle. Ready to pivot between the 2. Urban advancing. And he's hit the next onto Niazin. This had to connect. Yeps running him down. No bullets and no problem. Yeps collects. And a 10th. Case have managed to get 10 rounds, which was their total over the 2 best of 1s in the first half of this best of 3.
Yeah, smashing through this. We have about a minute right now to sit and collect yourself if you are Red Canids. And Nathan, we did see him get on the board, so doesn't walk away with nothing done within the first half. But all in all, Case put up a pretty stalwart defense. I think one of the key factors was how happy they were to play retake in certain scenarios. Nobody was overstepping the mark. A great understanding team-wide. I think Riccioli did a good job on the A site in different anchoring positions, and Yeps is happy with that. Vibes seem like they're very high for Case right now, trying to avoid elimination.
Yeah, I'm sure they're quite the opposite here for Red Canids upon reflection of that half. 10 frags combined for the bottom 3 of the Red Canids.
And they are the least experienced of the bunch. Now, we've seen Davideus, he was in 9Z once upon a time, Venom Zero, Nathan. It's like we haven't seen those names kicking about before either. But not being able to contribute much on that T side. Now, this is where they get an opportunity to do better work. CT side, the fight will come to them. See some dual Berettas equipped. Davideus and Cold Zero rocking those. A defuse kit for Nathan and nades residual for Venom Zero. So Kevlar on 3 as the T's. Not looking for anything too technical. A smoke and a molly and just all 5 straight through ramp. This is going to be quick.
Simple. See if Davideus has got the multi-kill potential here. Nathan, that's a good contribution. Now Riccioli's back in turn. Tracks it nicely. Davideus with a second. And it's just falling into place wonderfully. The double kill in. Oh, and just enough bullets would have been style points if he found Yeps. Nathan will steal that away. Nathan actually finding double kill in the first round of our second half. Doubles his total from the first half.
I'm always curious with something like that because you have such a really strong first half of your case and you are owning them, right? Like you're just throwing them around the server. So I wonder if in their prep, the pistol round was going to be fast or if just because of the nature of the first half, they've considered, hey, let's just do something really quick. We can run over them. If they play retake A, it's all good.
Yeah.
And by doing so, they've actually given Red Canids some heads-up Counter-Strike that they've dealt with very easily. With so many players staying alive, you get these upgrades of armor. And, well, they are just going to chill.
Yeah, I mean, let them waste all their incendiaries. You can hear them burning away. It's smoke. There you go, 300
I never really came up with a fun name for this. I always would say like that they would be milking them.
Yeah, well, you called it a milkman or something.
But it wouldn't make sense if it's because the milkman delivers. Like,
but milking them as in, you know, you're getting every reg of utility out of the udders.
Yeah. I know.
I don't think we should say udder anymore.
Why not?
Like I don't know. It's utterly ridiculous.
We were just on Yeps' camera. You could see he just had his hand off the. There you go. Yeah. He's talking, which is good. You know, I like that they're taking this time. We call this a French timeout.
Was there like a deep lore on why we got sausage men? Why sausage men?
I just feel it fits perfectly for the Perfect World Shanghai Major.
Yeah. Okay.
They love those type of weird things, don't they? Yeah. And I think. Do you remember when they were? I don't remember what event was it. Copenhagen earlier in the year, and there were some representatives from Perfect World there. It may have been, and they were giving out those little keychain things, which are akin to what we've seen added to the game.
Okay.
So it would be smart of Valve to do something like that. All right, Alex.
Yes.
If they flood into B and kill Venom Zero, they can plant. He's the only one near. The support network is quite distant.
But Venom Zero is going to get 3.5. So. There you have it.
Never much. Cold not that far away. He looked a bit deeper on Cat. He was able to rotate over without too many issues.
All the same, they're clearly taking this one incredibly seriously on that eco. No funny business, no rushes. Just, as we said, making it as smart of a move as possible, as financially viable as possible. Getting the most out of that round as you could. Of course, a bomb plant and a kill would have been nice. Instead, 10-4 scoreline as we fly on into the guns. Let's see how these Kalashnikovs clash with the M4. Urban to take some early mid-control. Davideus smoked off window.
I feel like we're about to get a lesson on how quick a 10-2 half can dwindle.
I too have a similar feeling. But this is where, you know, you have your eyes on the...
He's just faking A. Oh, and he's missed the smoke as well. Bloody hell. How are you missing that smoke?
Not gone well. Davideus' double is going to already put them into a rather dire strait. Powerful angle here. But info more than kills as they do walk in and get spotted out. Venom Zero plays this conservatively. What? He's jumped up. Thought he wasn't going to get advanced upon. Niazin catches and punishes.
You can't let another Davideus double down.
No. Yeah, I mean, it does seem like that's just one kill away from happening. Yeps down. Nice. Cold takes down his former content generator. BSC keeps us interested and then exacerbates the problem by finding Davideus. We're into a 2v2. One from Apps. Any from short side. Here we go. It's really up to Nathan here. He's going to take first contact, keeps on walking in. BSD, that was overextension. Nathan down. It's up to Niazin.
Oh.
Gets the info, swings out. Playing it very risky, but he knows time is on his side. Repeaks on repeaks. No time for Henny. What a clutch. Niazin makes the 1v2 dream a reality. He's chatting smack. He's feeling good. 11 for Case. And you were just saying, there was that air of a comeback in the atmosphere.
Especially when Davideus gets you a double kill from Connector to start the round. You feel that for the Red Canids that should have been there. So here it is again in the replay. Smoke fades, lights up 2. A bit of a misplay there from Venom Zera. Cole does his best to stem the bleeding, but BSD double round changing. And then Henny in another clutch, unable to convert again.
I mean, the fact that Niazin has the balls to actually cross from Van. If he stays Van, it favors Henny, and he knows that. So just being proactive, taking a gamble, catching Henny with W pressed, it led to the time being his greatest ally and Henny's greatest adversary.
It's one of those moments, though, if you are Henny, and I'm not saying he's thinking this. I'm saying if I was in his shoes, I'm thinking, what is he doing?
Yeah, of course.
Like, why is he just swinging? Like, I should have the what, you know, and it's caught him off guard. So playing outside of the box within the clutches left Red Canids with only 4 rounds to their name. A technical timeout has been called. A bit of a, I think, TeamSpeak issue, as Yeps has said in the chat.
I'm a salty sailor, but I'd find it even more frustrating that they just won a round and then they call a tech saying that they've got a TS issue. Like, they just won that round with bad comms, with TS issues. They won it.
Yeah. Is it pretzels or cashews?
I'd be taking the pretzels over the cashews.
Because you said, I was just trying to work out how salty.
Yeah. I'd say the saltiest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Let us know at home what's saltier, a pretzel or cashews.
And what is the name of salt? Sodium something, isn't it?
Don't get me started with
science. This is science, man. Salt name.
There's a reason we're doing
chloride. I knew that.
Sodium chloride.
That's right.
Well, what's going on with the MIBR game?
I'm glad
Don't
you asked.
say any score.
I'm glad you asked, Chad. The score is 13-1.
Huh?
I'm joking.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually looking like a nice close affair. Still on the first map.
What's the first map?
Nuke.
Oh.
Picked by MIBR.
Nuke, Vertigo, Anubis.
Yeah, it's a god.
That's a curious little map pool, isn't it? Complexity picking Vertigo. Graham Pitt. What have you done?
Why are we giving him credit?
Graham Messioso Pitt. What have you done?
That's obviously a floppy call. Floppy loves Vertigo. Can't stop talking about it.
Can't stop the flop. All right. Well, we
went tech to tack.
Okay.
They call it tech-tac-toe.
Not bad.
Not good, but not bad.
Well, to defend their honor, the Red Canids have forced M4 for Davideus, MP9s for Cold Zero at Nathan and Venom Zero, and Henny with a scout. Case can close things right here, right now.
If there was a competition for world's smallest crosshair, Niazin is in the bucket. A microscopic cross on his screen as they look to find a 12.
Surely a flash. Surely a flat. Oh, no need. So scouts take first contact. MP9s to play off of it.
Cool idea. And it does look like
the smoke's coming over.
On the way. Here we go. Cold. Nice find with Nathan in combination. Full flash as well. Now they swing through. Cover is there from BSD. Cold is stubborn. Still a competitive round. Do they slow down or do they go? The smokes are up.
This is huge from Nizen. So much space to be taken. He's going to cut the defense in half.
He might catch Venom here. He might. I don't know whether he cut. Yeah, he's walking. Okay, doesn't hear the confirmation of a short presence, so might pivot CT instead. Now he hears him. Ooh.
Oh, he's gone off in case it's going to be a B pivot. The Nizen can win the round right here, right now.
Yeah, he knows.
This gap not being acknowledged by the Red Canids.
He's coming, and he's going to check it. Scout ability down. Good spray from Nizen. Doesn't get flustered by the jump scare.
This is the bomb through the smoke.
Big fight from Davideus, and down now to Yeps. Venom Zera, they know where you were. They knew where you were heading. Trying to acknowledge the potential for the B pivot, so Yeps knows he's got space to plant the bomb. Niazin concerned about CT. They are grouped up, but this is not the range for the MP9 to flourish and thrive. And how has he hit that?
Jeez.
My God, boys.
Boys, fight together. That could have been so much cleaner, so much easier.
Like, you made that look as dangerous as possible.
Yes, indeed.
Either way, it's Red Canids map pick, and KRÜ are 1 round away from closing it. So fair play to them. I keep having that observation you made, or that kind of prediction you made about being such a frequent domestic matchup that we might see some weird results. Red Canids map pick going so strongly in favor of KRÜ, I think might be a sign of things to come into maps 2 and 3.
Yeah, it's so comfortable, and I think we were having the conversation yesterday when we had Boss versus Complexity on screen, and we were discussing the likes of Boss, you know, looking at the names on Cole and being like, well, you guys are nobodies to us because we're from the same region, we play against you, and potentially a similar thought from KRÜ with Red Canids. Sure, it's Cold Zero, sure, it's Henny, but it's 2024. It's not 2016 anymore.
That's exactly what they're saying.
And it's been quite a great performance from a few names within that roster. I think even though Big Rick only has 8 kills to his name, anchoring over towards the A site, he had a couple of crucial kills. Yeah. That's Ricky Oli. I call him Big Rick.
Big Rick.
Big Rick.
I mean, that's that. You know that you maybe you've peaked when you're at a competition where your name has inspired people who are now competing against you. Like, you've gone that deep. You know, you've played for so long.
I've asked this question a couple of times. That's why, is suffix at the end? I'm not good at maths or English or chemistry.
And then a suffix.
Okay, so the suffix of Zera is apparently a common one.
Was it
but I'm not
started
sure.
by Cold or
I don't know.
Okay.
Cold could have been inspired from somebody else.
Yeah,
so I don't know the lore.
Tag. Next on Rikioli. And he does have a couple of opportunities, but they are starting to pincer into short. Davideus is here as well. An opportunity for Venom and a nice connection. Burst is there, traded out, and now found. Davideus reveals his presence in the apartment, staying nimble with the MP9. A nice double.
Options still open because of Nizen. Oh, they were. Oh!
Python, the Nightmare. He's given it up. That man advantage.
That's tough to watch.
Away. That's a messy one to concede.
He's going to chase. He's going to chase.
Range down.
That's not the fight you're looking for.
A lot of faith in that MP9 here on the Red Canids side. Scout 1v2, but this is where Henny, this is where he locks in.
He's been in a few clutches.
He's good at this kind of thing. 30 seconds, he's on the right bomb site. He is trying to isolate these duels, and one down, a second, onto Yeps, becomes more of a possibility. Henny knows the clock's on his side, misses his chance, two more bullets, up to the USP, and last bullet on the scout to try and extend play.
Oh!
It is tagged through the bench. Call it 13-4. KRÜ with their first map win of the Perfect World Shanghai RMR.
They cleaned him up as well. That is an absolute drubbing. I love the approach with on the CT side, and we saw a little bit of something from every single one of the members as they embrace with the victory, but the job is not done yet. I
know what that means because I've done it before, and it means, come on, wake up, let's go.
Let's go.
That's probably what he's saying.
Vamo.
Vamo.
Well, it's Dust2 now, everybody, and this is the choice of KRÜ. So maybe the case is closed. Quick shout out about the coach. I'm going to say his name wrong. Bettino. He used to coach Red Canids last year, and now he's over the case camp.
Oh, a betrayal.
So this victory will feel quite good. Well, I think that was before Cold Zero had joined the Red Canids. It was with like Danoko.
Oh, Danoko.
He was on MIBR for a while.
Nizen going to be testing a 3-man long start for the Pistols. They've got like responsive flashes. It doesn't matter when the P250 finds the head of Nizen straight away. And then you throw out the late flash. Cold down, late flash. Very late from Henny. Completely useless.
Cold on the off angle. You don't want your player who's taking first contact on the corner to die so easily. You want him to take contact, survive, and then they run out focused on him. But there's a Chotchki.
Ooh, he got gooshed. Davideus is going to be humbled here. Oh. Risky maneuver from Yeps. Tests them. Fortunately, BSD has not dropped in form. He's hit 3 with the P250. That's why you equip him with that pistol. Rikioli going to go for the bomb plant. Davideus low HP going to push this smoke. Venom Zera takes first contact. Davideus opts for the boxes instead. This new angle of approach.
Oh, he's in?
Yeah, clearing Goose on this higher elevation. Rikioli nails the first. Venom Zera in the clutch. Can't do it. 3 alive. And KRÜ, they keep the ball rolling.
It's great for the momentum, isn't it? You win the pistol. Now we're about to see likely Red Canids force buy. And you win this one. Well, you're just going to be steaming. Here's the opener with the P250. Bang! Player on the corner goes down. Comes out. Has plenty of time to deal with Cold Zero after the flash over. Yeps giving one away on the jump. And another crispy shot from BSD top side. Really well done from the AWP player from Case.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know the situation with the setup for the flashes. It's easy to be critical from our Ivory Tower, but I think
did look disjointed,
as soon as BSD gets that frag, throw one. You know?
Maybe they're expecting it fast, and instead it came a bit more tempered. But it is going to be a B execute. Now, long control has been taken. There was a mid-door molly thrown out from Case to ensure nobody went to lower dark. Ah, okay.
What?
So we've seen this one before. It's going to land on the toolbox.
Yeah, that's cheeky. I mean, it is one of the most powerful positions for a 5-7 to sit, and he's forced away. Cool setup, though. If the scout hits a couple of tags just like that, you could soften him up. And, yep, Sam Riccioli.
Handled.
Both tagged, but
love the details.
Into the sight.
Perfect work. You bang on, right? You do get a bit worried. We've seen Snacks in that position. You've gone nuts about Snacks in that position with a nice little double kill, right? So I think we saw, was it Vitality throw that in recent history? But it's kind of like when we saw the tree Molotov come in on Ancient when you're going
Very good comparison.
Right? So just being diligent, especially on the anti-force/anti-eco rounds, that's when you really want to cross your T's and dot your I's.
Well, especially because what is there one way that goes wrong? It's a 5-7 getting 2 kills.
As you're teaming out of a choke point as you're worried about the scout back plan.
Yeah, unless they've gamble stacked 5 on B, that's how you win the round. And so nicely done.
Well done. Going to be a 2-0 start. Now, the save of a Deagle, a 5-7, and...
Whoa,
wow, look at that.
That was cinematic.
That was specky as all hell. And a scout for Henny. So still some threats to deal with if you're Case. You know what? Why not just do it again?
Yeah, why not? There is actually no reason not to. They can do what they want.
Yeah, for sure. But they even threw long corner smoke to continue to apply a bit of pressure towards A. So it wasn't like Case was super telegraphed. And they were able to pull it off in enough time. I think the biggest issue is if you get blocked by smokes, right? That's going to stall you out. And then Red Canids could find some time to be able to rotate in more bodies. But molly down mid again.
BSD got the lineup.
Ready.
Smokes the doors. Henny will have a moment of vision and does spot the retreating BSD. Vision obscured. Throws out the HE to clear, and fortunately they've waited wisely. Riccioli can now activate mid to be taken. Lower molly in. This shot from Henny not far off of the mark, but now mid is being taken with force. Riccioli urban meet through lower. Up short perhaps. Looks like they're heading to test Henny, and perhaps Knifing's going to be tested with that 5-7. He is going to be the element of surprise. Oh! Nice shot. Tracks Nyers in just a flash of info on that sliver gap.
Well, he's been a nuisance, isn't he? They are going to...
This is brave.
Careful, Ollie.
We're crouching in the open against the scout, and he punishes. Awkward right here, right now.
It's actually 4 players who can assist B in a moment's notice.
Yeah, it's an economical, and Henny's in the right place again. Misses his chance, but still this is getting really awkward, really quickly. Yep, just gets one. Trades onto Venom Zera, another tag converted, and it's a Henny round. It's about time as well. We knew they were coming. We know he's got that star power and can deliver the necessary frags. And
what a steal, though, Alex. 3 AK-47 scavenged on the force buyer like this. So, you know, they do save the pistols and the scout, and they make the most of it. After you're being pushed back from Henny on middle, the fact that they take a second fight, it's a little bit of overconfidence in that scenario. And also, they did the mid-doors molly at the start of the round, but then mid-round, they mollied from top cat to lower and from tunnels to lower. They were worried about players in dark.
It's a big catch. He's just taking down Cold right early doors, and he's not stopping. Look at Yaps go. No car molly, no care. Okay, thinks twice. Hang on. 5 long. These are those rounds that it gives the T's a lot of options, but I've seen capitulation when you get that early long pick. 5 up long, and look at this reaction. Venom, Zera, and Davideus, they partner up and clear out mid. They're calling lower clear. They're looking top mid. It's quiet. Henny prepares himself for war. Nathan, does he swing on that? That would be very brave, and a scout takes down the AWP.
But the fact they haven't gone, they have to push through. They don't have any util.
Nathan spotted out as well. He loses that potency. Davideus recovers the Henny's AWP and puts it to good use. Fantastic use from Davideus. Another impactful double. Drops down. Venom Zera providing the overwatch. Now the smoke will arrive, so he's going to regret his decision if he does see them get across. It's the last of the HE. And he's got time to do that. You're right. Slips into short. Venom Zera, last seen CT. They've got lots of time. Nyazin and Riccioli. Oh, it's an incendiary, so at least they don't have to worry about Gandalf. Default plant Molotov, flash and go. Venom Zera. Oh no! A fantastic headshot from Niacin. Must have been the first bullet. Crazy shot. Now Davideus, he's already once again.
Whoa, why are you playing in the open?
Plant? Where do you think he's gone? He's not on B. Davideus, he could come up clutch here. Oh, and in the same spot as his fallen comrade, Riccioli is overlooked. The AWP will find its way into the case hands. And Red Canids, very short-lived celebrations. What is going on? That's
I can't fathom why you would. Why would
plant for long?
No, but even still, right? If you're planning, what? I can't understand that. Why would you plant?
Just molly sight from short. Maybe that was the only safe. No.
But what was the rush?
No rush.
Anyway.
That's cancelled BSD's early opening. He was going to try and search towards Plateau.
Anyway. I have to regather myself after that one. Well, Henny has an open, so does BSD. Are they going to try this B execute again? They do have the utility available to do so.
Diligence. Second smoke. Well, that's a lot of info. 2-1-2 almost assumed at that point.
At this moment, if you're Case, you either need to put pressure short or pressure mid to B, just to draw a little bit more attention. You don't have to commit.
But they want to hit. You want them to hear you. Forces out the,
oh.
With the incendiary. They can stand their ground here. Nade in his hands and a 30-bullet spray. Cold Zera gets it done. Okay, just about. But now the pressure's onto Davideus, and he seems to be the shining beacon of hope. Riccioli's walking out short, spotted out, deeped up. Davideus blind, window trades. Venom Zera double. Very low, though. BSD could swap to his pistol. Does he have the confidence to do so? HE will force him back.
Might be a save.
Yeah, Palm in a bad spot. Nathan's already pushing on the flank, so you are trapped.
Riccioli won't be saving this one.
He's actually watching for it. And he gets that.
Nathan can't catch a break.
Oh dear, not the 2v4. Cold was last seen CT, and look at BSD, just confidence, ready to take the quick scope. Henny's holding, missed shot. Cold could have been overlooked. Nice from Henny.
Not going to be time to plant.
Yoli goes down, at least not after time.
Double AWP? Yeah, why not?
Why not? It doesn't cost you a penny to find the second. That's nice.
Get it online early.
Gosh, we're going to have a volatile Dust2, aren't we?
We are indeed. I think Davideus has been gifted the AWP to wield for the mid to B position, so Henny likely still being that A AWP. A good flash, good fight. Bomb getting dropped here, so Yep's going down to Venom Zera. Bomb goes loose. The fact that they swing past Cold Zera and Henny in combination close down the round. And a force from Case, understandably so.
Yeah, he hits that onto Venom.
Bit of a pre-fire there. Takes the shot, respects the incendiary. Oh.
Now he's peeking into the scout.
Interesting.
Missed shot for either side. Urban going to try his luck at a... Ooh, lovely shot. What is that? Finds the head of BSD. Eats the flashbang, forced to relocate. Cold establishes the crossfire. There should be nothing in this one, really. An investment short.
And that's unfortunate if you're Case. You would hope to get a kill or two, maybe the bomb going down, but it's going to be extremely tough now that you're at a man disadvantage. You are already hamstrung regarding the weaponry. I like this from Venom Zera, just going to play on the jiggle. Deep nade doesn't find anything of value. Lurk smoke from Yeps, and can just... Ooh, okay, the AWP back plat.
Vision. Whoa, Davideus is an AWPer, I'm telling you.
He looks confident in his decision-making.
He does. And he had a good shot there onto Yeps. Doesn't connect. Nice attempt. That's a little aggressive. Hasn't been punished for it, and now running into that SMG. So it's all lining up nicely. Farmed, finished. And what was going to be a double eco, so force of the hand into the investment. Doesn't get anywhere for Case.
Red Canids should take the lead, which I think will be the first time we can say that throughout this series.
Yeah.
And should being the operative word as part of that conversation.
Well, yeah, there's nothing here other than what? I mean, BSD's probably going to save his extra $800 in pursuit of an AWP whenever he can. Davideus, high impact round. I think he's really been the only player that we've been seeing consistent threats in these rounds.
He's the only player that's not Brazilian in the server.
Yeah, true. Hold. He's confident up against the clock.
Get your eeks.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe 5 bullets is enough to ward him away from pushing the issue into Riccioli.
Looking like a confident bounce back from Red Canids. Obviously, we want to see this form keep up, but good to see them not just...
I mean, I don't know about you. I want to see Vertigo.
We very rarely do Vertigo these days. Obviously, there's a lot of anti-Vertigo rhetoric out there, but happy to see if teams are willing to offer up something a little bit new, and it can get brawly at times. I think the biggest issue with Vertigo is the smoke spams, but that's a conversation for another day.
Or another map. We'll be there soon.
That's true. Well, back into the buys. BSD able to afford the AWP, but it's of the glass cannon variety? Yes, it is.
Okay.
And look, not a single molly, Alex. So we're just talking a handful of smokes and flashes, and Henny, aggressive.
Love it, love it. He is going to get overrun here. He has to hit the second.
Oh!
And he's going to go down for his aggressions.
Both
Punished.
orbs dead.
And double orb down. Ooh, awkward now. Nice in throughout this kind of new smoke up we've been seeing players throw. Brolan was abusing it.
Malbs gave it a go as well in
right,
recent
yeah.
times. Just a way to sow the seeds of doubt. coldzera has investigated to make sure nobody's home. This, highlighted by Chev, thank you very much, is the aggressive position of VenomZera. So if they do go from mid to B split, he can stay in this position and potentially be pesky from tunnels. If they
go
start making
spawn.
well, if they start making presence elsewhere across the map, right, for mid or short, he can get a bit of a push on and maybe get a cheeky kill. So important positioning potentially from VenomZera as Cold. Wow, he's hanging around long. So a lot of pressure on Nathan, unfortunately, who hasn't been having the best of times. Still yet to frag. Slow approach from Case, though, isn't it? Waiting for aggressive moves from the CTs. Nothing given just yet.
Nathan, if he peeks into the AWP, it could be... Ooh, that's a quick death for BSD. Very quick. Efficiency from that M4. coldzera combines. It's a perfect defense to the A side. Naya's in a little late. Wrong! Double! It's gone wrong. VenomZera remains.
He's on the bomb, basically. You've got to hustle, mate.
17 seconds.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is done.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do. I mean...
Done like a dog's dinner.
VenomZera, just by existing, hearing 5-4 plan. Yes!
Wow.
He got it down.
He's given him a chance. Now the 1v1's on.
But now he's maybe overthinking. Coming in from short side, thinks he's gone round long. VenomZera versus Naya's in. Chance. VenomZera saves them. He really almost gave him just a little too much room. But still pulls it off for the Canids. Of the red variety.
Yeah, I'm surprised he allowed him to plant.
Yeah, no.
I thought he would. I understand why he's backed off. Why be in range to get taken down by the AK and potentially lose the round, but he could have stuck around the corner in a position that was a confident one to take a fight from. Regardless, no harm, no foul, and tactical timeout to be taken from Case. Now, the bomb was planted, which does give them a little bit of extra cash. No longer 800, but 600 on the bonus, plus Nizen, who did plant, gets to 300, so that's 900 total for him as the extra money with the loss bonus. As you can see, Henny and Davideus both being successful in their opening duels.
Yeah, 4 combined. I mean, 5 rounds total. It certainly aligns, and seems like a 6th could be imminent, as you can see the investments, or the half investment, I should say, being worked out now by Case.
The problem with Dust2, to do something explosive, it's quite tough, right? If you don't have the long spawns, you can't just all just run on out. We've already seen that be executed. I think Red Canids will be prepared for it now. Oh, they're giving it a go. He's looking to extinguish, so this is a late pop. Let them establish. Flash, go.
Flash is good. Forces off the AWP. The flash is great. It actually has given them space. Oh, he actually hit that. Nizen takes down the pit player. This is awkward. Henny's trapped on car. They don't have a molly to force him off, so Henny can farm and hits the first onto Urban. Now Riccioli to activate. coldzera aware. Plucks away the first. Yeps' Deeg found Venom elsewhere, and now the pressure on long starts to compound. Davideus bails them out. Nice shots. coldzera in combination. It's clean. They really liked the way that double orb felt.
There's so many opportunities within that round for Case to reset.
Yeah.
Yep's killed a tunnels player pushing. They could have backed off long, right?
Was
Sure,
that
the first player swinging, Henny gets the kill, give it up, reset the round. You could have had access through middle, but tried to force the issue, and maybe a few too many investments from Case members in the previous. Again, just a handful of Molotovs. It's not a full buy. There's not full utility on every single player.
This is crazy. Riccioli's already out. Yeps is taking Coldzera down on long. Now perhaps that conversation again starts.
Oh, this is very quick, very quick.
Yeah, Mython's holding perfectly. Punishes that overextension from Riccioli. Equalizing frag found. That's an extension from Nythan. Can't get anything rolling. Niazin brings him down. Orp down to Urban. And now Henny's got a lot of work to do. Some combat orping required.
Flash from Venom to peek with.
Does so. Nails it. Times finds Urban. Can't hit the no-scope yet, supplying the pressure, but with the support of Venom Zera, it's not going to be too easy. Henny nails it. 2 up close and personal, puts it into BSD, and now Henny's coming to re-clear you. BSD, a dead man. Massive round from Henny. 11 frags. He is not going down without a fight.
Yeah, well, this is the type of form from Henny. You know, if he'd won one of those clutches in that first half in Mirage, likely to see him get unleashed, but just couldn't get going. This is great from Yeps, just spamming the corner smoke. Good space taken. Riccioli getting very ahead of the play, and you don't want to get blocked towards long with the smoke that we've seen come into fashion that lands, you know, quite deep and it just blocks you. So playing ahead of it before they can start to put up that wall. But right now, a huge gap manifesting in favor of Red Canids to take this one the distance. And look at the confidence on Cold.
Yeah, he just wants to absolutely just screw them. Charges up mid, gets spotted out, and now he could be punished. There's grounds for a punish here onto the M4 as he retreats. Lower players don't catch him in time.
Oh. Tucking visibly on the camera there is Cold.
You'll do it.
Knowing that pressure from lower, could have found the tippy top of his head, but they will still mantle up Cat. The smoke to block has been disrespected, so another one has to be dropped from Nythan. Ineffective utility used at first, but still stalled with the number disadvantage. An A deep and lands on 2. Decent damage.
Yeah, they're really up the creek now. No paddle.
Good luck executing out short.
With what?
With no utility.
Throw a Tech 9 at them.
Run boost, potentially.
Oh, that's your only option.
Henny's posted long, so it'll have to be the rifles taking care of them teaming out of short, but it does look like that is going to be the case as all 4 players grouped up. Surely they run boost. Here it is. Look at this. It's like I've done this before. And away they go. Oh, here will come the flash, and the knife and swing.
BSD, not ready, distracted by that ramp player. Coldzera just drawing all of their attention. And then he's going to keep farming up the frags. Misses that chance, so now across. On track, yes, big shot. They hit one more, it could go wrong. Venom Zera, he's close, and yeah, it's a very ballsy maneuver. Aizen doesn't have the health for this. He's going to get double swung. He needed an insta headshot, doesn't find it. So an 8 for the Red Canids. There's a solid CT haul Case after what started pretty promisingly. I think they got the pistol, it's conversion, 3 rounds out of the first.
It's the eco they lost though, Alex, to the save scout and the pistols.
Never seen.
Where they forced the issue in middle against Henny, and he did damage. I think he got 3 kills on that 3rd round. And Henny's just been unleashed. The double orb setup of Henny and Davideus has been dastardly. And the final round of the first half, well, it was 8-4 on Mirage, back to B, where they found some of their earlier successes.
Oh, it's so loud. Venom Zera, he's not worried at all. Double spray as they run through the smoke. This is looking helpless now from Case.
Yeah, that's what I was saying on Mirage with the map choices. It just it has that flavor about it.
Like, this just looks like a really comfortable situation for the Canids.
V5. Halting out middle. Coldzera, the A rotator, up to bat. AK in hand against the AWP. Spots him out. Collects the information.
Gioli still maintains an attempt towards short, but And he's not letting these go unpunished. coldzera nails the first bullet up with the saved AK. One bullet headshot, very nice. A very hard angle to clear onto Devadeus. BSD down 9 for the Canids. So strong case being made that we will see Vertigo.
These games are so quick, though, aren't they? Right? You don't feel like, even though we have seen timeouts used, it doesn't feel like it's in the same kind of fashion as what we would see with European Counter-Strike. Obviously, this is a different flavor, but 8 consecutive rounds to close the half. And it just felt like it got weaker and weaker as the half went on for Case.
Well, you know how we always kind of talk about how, oh, a lesser team would have let that eco loss, you know,
sure.
You know, we always use that as an example of when teams have tenacity, have that ability to bounce back. Here's an example of a team that couldn't in this
Sure,
half.
yeah, and I think that if you were to highlight, I said after they'd done it the first time, why don't they just do it again? But they went to do it in a different way, and they gave away a couple of kills with that because I guess they didn't want to look like they were running the same strat. But it's tough for the CTs without much utility to really get away with crazy moves unless they're going to run up mid or something real funky. And also with the boss game yesterday, we had discussed this a couple of times, but it's a retake that they were never going to win that they went for, and then that it meant they had no rifles to kind of defend their honor as the game went on in a close match. So you really see the class difference with top tier teams and those who are battling to become. And it comes down to the decision making essentially. But here we go, pistol round number 2, map number 2.
3 up short's an interesting call. Just going to be spotting long from one of them. It's going to be Riccioli tasked with that. Just actually rocking a P2K, so and after my own heart.
Well, they poked their nose out long, called sector clear, and a regrouping now top mid. Palm tree once upon a time. 2 smokes, a molly. P250 in the hands of Henny. So Nathan lining up a smoke. He's just tasked with sitting and waiting, and well, the time has hit. 1:20 on the clock. Smoke thrown. This pressure from Nyzen highlighted by the ops team means that they're able to have an early bat signal on what could happen. Well, if this is mid to B, wouldn't hate it.
Urban. He felt confident and then he didn't. Venom and Henny. Good finds. Riccioli clean on the first, and now in combination with BSD, if they can catch this crab walking T, it's all good in the hood. coldzera in a 1v3. And now with a missed shot from those Julies, Nyzen gave him a little bit of a window into it, but that's 2 pistols now for Case.
I like what we're seeing from BSD. He's sharp, right? He's hitting difficult shots, but necessary. And turning the tide.
USP like an AWP. Same position,
yeah,
holding across.
Precisely. Very comfortable angle. It was a really good trade, and then rotating back in time to help Riccioli before he goes down side with more frags. So great work from BSD. Bomb not planted.
They have to match the output of Red Canids first half here.
Yeah, well, they get this one for free. I think Urban has been spotted towards lower by Davideus. But we'll have support network of BSD and Riccioli over towards Cat. Nyzen locking down long, and Yeps over towards B. So the CT setup and actually starting to sprawl out confidently as BSD. Careful now. This is the type of round that is yours, but you want to do it with as few casualties as possible. Make sure that you're keeping the lion's share of your investments alive, especially these M4s.
Oh, clean. Taps the head of cold.
The game also feels like it plays at a different pace, doesn't it? Like the type of fights they're looking for.
Definitely.
The way that they don't seem pressured in certain duels.
No, but it has its own unique kind of flair to it.
No AWP available for Henny, so scopeless going into round number 15 for either side of the server. Now, Case can turn their own fate around. You win this one on the bonus. You upgrade these MP9s and FAMAS into AK-47s, and you're going to be feeling great. Important round for Case. Oh, I love this. A bit of a biff from Cold. 2 players into lower with the MP9s. It's aggro.
Hyper aggressive. Oh, they're not ready for another. The bait, the switch. Yeps does a lot of work.
You look at
it. Not clear it. Yeps gets 2. BSD's found Cold, and this does look like a bonus they can convert.
Did Riccioli's mouse come unplugged or something there? The comms must have been flying there. There was one.
I don't know. Still have the advantage.
Whoa!
They had the advantage. BSD.
Just caught dry crossing mid.
Oops.
Henny and Venom.
Okay, long pivot into Niacin.
Why not? You've got a smoke for the cross. Molly for sight.
I'm very interested to see how they take this fight.
This is not as good as I thought.
He peeks in. Oh, no. Oh, it's the worst. Oh, against 1.5. You'll take that. Hans Yeps are clutch. They're both equal on HP. And now Venom accelerates. Yeps last seen lower. He goes ahead of the smoke. Confirms CT looked clear, so can now process of elimination. That's short, likely the approach from Yeps. Has an incendiary. Will
It's late to the party.
throw it out to reveal his location, but Venom's long gone. Uses
Has
that
a kit
to drop out. This favors Venom heavily here. He just has to hit the shot. Starts to search. Top of the box.
Oh!
What a shot! What a round! Yep, pulls it out for Case. Bonus round converted. Comeback on.
Looks so messy towards upper tunnels. Riccioli coming through the upper smoke looking like a losty.
I want to see that from Yep's POV. First is great. Picks up the pieces up. Riccioli's just...
It looks so funny the second time round.
Where are you going?
The fact that Nizen's still anchoring long. Here it is, slow-mo.
Oh,
Bang!
bomb. I love that he just took a moment to really relish that clutch. That was a big round. Massive round for the boys of Case.
Oh.
What's this?
Don't know how much I love this.
They did it once. They did it in the first half. I mean, this is a T side, and it's an interesting buy. Henny's gone Galil.
No, that's not what I have. I have an issue with a double or purchase against what you know is going to be a partial buy.
Sure.
Because think about it, it's not full AKs. You're dealing against pistols that are going to be using the movement to their advantage.
You can lose this very quickly.
So example, double AWP against lighter buys, scary.
Imagine.
Scary. BSD will be there. And this is bread and butter. It's also fine to play retake. Very classic, right? Once Source version of Dust2 started to exist, this is the most common setup that you'll see. Biggest problem the BSD has to worry about right now is the drop to CT spawn.
Sick flash. Long range Tech 9 doesn't connect.
You play retake, it's fine.
Playing for that retake short, but already this is actually looking more and more potent. They have short control. Exposed by the clear, Davideus will go down. That's a big find. BSD opens up their account for the retake. This elevated position, Urban disappears into the smoke, starts to advance, trying to take that ramp control. Yep, takes a heavy lick from Henny. Riccioli good for it. Venom Zera, long range Tech 9, gets 2. Cold Zera and Venom. The Zeras combined up against the Orcs on the retake. Down goes one, and there you have it. A disaster on the half by. Losing out, the double AWP's not playing retake when you go double AWP as well.
Look, they played retake on Mirage in a lot of rounds, which was fine. The double AWP scares me because of the type of buy. Retake in this scenario, I didn't hate, but it was disconnected at this moment right here. Think about the trade potential. It was desperate. The AWP's not in position, then jumping up desperately. Nizen, BSD left in an unwinnable 1-on-2, and Henny with the scavenge door punishes. Red Canids looking to draw this out and take it to Vertigo.
Oh, your skin's all hot and prickly. You feel remiss of what could have been. Replaying that round in your head as you get into the next one. Round 17 for the CTs to try and fight back. It's bleak. Play the fade on the long smoke, that's something, but they're being held from...
And the thing is as well, you're in long height, you think, well, you can't push. What if there's a guy doing exactly this? Or can you?
Well, you gotta wait for some action to unfold. That flash isn't enough.
At a certain point, you feel like you have to make a move or you're going to be too late as well. So I guess if Urban takes contact and gets away, the long push can manifest.
This is ballsy from Urban.
Come on, Keith.
Flash. They're out. They're across.
He has to know.
This is uncomfortable now. Banging shot takes the head off.
Where's the long push?
Now would be great. Might be a bit late. They're backing up, actually. Urban resweeps. Leg break audible.
Oh.
Now they push. Yeps. Flashed in. Oh, what a flash. What a sensational flash. Yeps gets 2.
And the flank, the bomb.
Oh, ball exposed.
Oh!
He's missed his shot. Nathan nails it. Still Urban good on the AWP. Henny up to the clutch. A 1 versus 2.
20 seconds.
How is he supposed to win this? Case have actually done it.
Urban has to be the MVP of that round. That
100%.
flash, God flash. That's where you're pointing at him. You're gassing him up.
I can't quite believe how brilliant that was. There was 3 outdoors. Yeps is hearing it. Flash arrives, double kill, the round falls apart, and it all starts with Urban as well. Sure, Henny catches BSD. This shot hit right here. He then immediately pivots. There's the flash through the smoke. No one's ready. 3 players blind. Nathan turns around, catches that long player with a missed D, and still not enough.
Wow, Urban. What a round.
MVP of the round for sure. Tac paused just to compose themselves.
We liked what he was offering on Mirage. We liked what all of KRÜ were offering on Mirage. Relative team effort. But now we're definitely locking horns. Red Canids, it felt like they had done enough to separate themselves from the opposition on map number 2, but some more twists and turns in this one as a tactical timeout called from the Canids. Oh, a back-to-back tax. So KRÜ will call one. We need to make sure that they have all their adjustments as they'd like.
That's Tac-Tac-Toe, a different game they're playing here on Dust2. This is going to be interesting, folks. I actually have no idea.
It's still teetering, however, for KRÜ, because if they lose this round, it's only 1,400 loss.
Well, then why is their buy so poop? Nizen's still on an MP9. I mean, it's not ideal. Only 1 flashbang for your AWPer. Threatening, sure. Let's get into it. You can still see that the opening duels from Henny and Davideus are still fantastic. The 2 of them, 3 and 4 respectively. So it is going to be kind of a win condition that though they continue to find these openings. Henny did start the round previously with 1. Gives another go.
We were just singing the praises of Urban. He missed the smoke to cross, and then BSD gets tagged through the doors.
Oh, long. Ooh, lots of damage actually. Hang on. Did he get away? Oh, Ricky Yoli flattens the double. Oh, 3, Ricky Yoli stuffs them. The little pasta parcel.
Goes from 0 to 100, doesn't it?
He was fully caught out in the open, and he just turns around and says, "You're stuck in here with me."
Well, it's time for Davideus to go down to Nizen's AWP Imperial. I can't believe that he could have gotten away, right? He definitely could have been in TT. He's like, nah, actually, you know what? I'm going to stand right here in the open and smash 3.
Bruv, this third as well. He peeks into an AWPer and flattens him. Teetering it was. Now that gap is going to be closing even more so. It's Tech9.
Sick round.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy from Ricky Yoli. That's like the highest impact round we've seen from him so far.
Be exact. So likely to see doors smoke and windows smoke. It's going to really depend on the setup that we see from the CTs.
Canids fighting for their life here at the RMR.
So Yeps on plat, dark smoke. They're likely to come through this. You need to get in the site, Urban.
Yeah, blinded off, and so now it all falls.
Great flash
Actually, look at this bait. Look at this, Yeps. He's hiding out. Now reveals himself and profits. Finds himself the double. Bomb plant can't be going down until they clear him out. Davideus gives it a good go, but last bullet of the mag connects, finds the head. Aggressive AWPing pushing in. What's going on? You've given them a chance, and they'll take it with both hands. Bloody hell. Pushing through window. The bomb's not even down yet. Let's take a breather. Naya's in. Looking to take the clutch. Cold fakes. Ready to hit this shot. They're both ready.
Molly is going to flush him out.
No reaction. Venom Zera's got 5 HP. Just hiding out on the bricks. Oh, this is going to be a tough one for Nayazin, but he can most definitely do it. He's capable. Venom Zera just holding down crouch. A smoke will completely limit his contribution.
Oh,
he hit him. 4 points of health now for Venom. Oh, he wasn't far off the mark either. Now Cold will hit it. I can't believe they've won it for their life here at the RMR.
Where'd the window smoke go?
It didn't arrive.
There wasn't a window smoke.
No.
I thought for sure it was going to be doors and window, but that was the way that Red Canids ended up winning the round because they all ran in to help Yeps. Yeps staying alive actually cost them because the response time is, we're going to help out Yeps. He's in the side. They're all there. They should be focused on him. And as they're running in, they're charging in. They're giving away 3 kills. Yeps was one of the last players to die.
Oh, it's so tilting. And yeah, now look what they're working with. 2 M4s. 3 kills from your B anchor and you still lose to a Tech 9. Bruv.
Well, does that mean that Case win this round?
If, as we're currently flowing, yes.
Well, sign me up for some more madness because I'd love to see how they pull this one off.
Madness? This is Brazil!
Well, VSD will be put in a very powerful position as long as there's no flash. The smoke will fade in about 10 seconds' time. U2 thrown out towards A from back of hat. Yeah, so I don't think it's going to draw the rotation. VSD stands, delivers the first. The second swings on out. The Deagle of Nizin can't get it done. The flashes are there, and Venom Zero with the double.
Damn, that was a chance for Nizin to really find a massive frag. Instead, now it's up to Rikioli and his partner in crime up mid.
Yeah,
in fact, 3 of them pushing fast long. Ooh.
Cold would have heard the mid doors.
You're walking. It does mean Henny will be in position to collect. You are walking.
Are they saving?
AWP.
They might
yeah,
save.
2 rifles picked up, but I don't think they will, Chad. Instead, they will jump into the Orpa's jaws, jump into the alligator as he chomps down 2.
Vertigo next.
Vertigo is our 3rd map.
Yep.
And Red Canids are not going down without a fight here.
No, thankfully. Right, you definitely don't want to give this one over for free. If people want, they can check out MIBR vs Complexity, currently on map number 2. And FlyQuest vs Linvision will be starting about half an hour time. So
what's map 2 on MIBR?
Let me have a look. It's Vertigo, map choice of Cole.
Oh, that's
I think
right.
it was a risky pick. I don't like the fact that Cole picked that.
Is it supposed? I assume it's going to be like a punish idea.
Well, they think they're pretty good on it, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's just such a coin toss of a map. But regardless, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
And we can take a little look as well. As mentioned, this is, I believe, the 9th time that these two teams have faced off in series in 2024.
What?
And out of all of those, they've only played Vertigo once, and that fell in the favor of Red Canids 13-6 back in August.
Okay, interesting. No boost. Clocking his Orpa as he runs down Suicide Cold. On his way. Davideus, he's ready for this. He's so ready for this. He hears it, confirms that they've gone for aggressive B-apps. B-apps? Interesting.
Yes, Alex.
Interesting. B-apps.
Nah, well, you're still on Mirage.
Not much of an apartment.
Map's still orange.
It's not much of an apartment. A couple of boxes.
Someone's just moved out.
Yeah, okay.
An AK. 3 MP9s. And a 5.7 to defend your honor.
The lettuce, the tomato. Maybe some mustard.
Keep the clay out of my burger.
Oh, that's a lovely little tracking from Cole. Cost him his life, and now they aggress short.
They know where everybody is.
And they're in B. So what's interesting about Vertigo is it's this multi-layered map. You have
51 stories?
Yeah, 51.
51 stories.
And it was a 13-6 last time they played, so it'll be
look, the comeback was definitely possible, but too many mistakes for Case on against the lower buy rounds, right? That's what this really comes down to. But a 3v3, considering how this game has gone, anything is possible. Flashes over, stalling them out a little bit longer. Davideus on plat, 1 car. And the AWP of Henny posted and ready to deliver. You've got to go, and you've got to go now, Case. Through window, flood in.
Mid-air, MP9 connecting was not going to be enough. Henny and Nathan to take us the distance. There's no time in this one. He's going for a knife, but he's going to get a no-scope to the belly instead. The Red Canids take their opponent's map pick, trading maps. Mirage and Dust2 leaves us with a 3rd to decide the fate of these two teams. One of them's going home by the end of this series, but not yet.
Yeah, well, for survival, right? This is what it's all about. You want to continue your opportunities. Needs to be in the server because he was quite the force for the Red Canids on map number 2.
You think about it, ChatGPT is kind of what Ask Jeeves was supposed to be.
In a way.
Yeah. And sorry, Chad, yes, you were getting ready to go, and I'm ready to go as well. As we get a T start for, I could just take a gamble. Canids on the T side.
Canids on the T side, indeed.
And we're going to be getting this one situated.
Here it is. Who will be joining Nouns in the last place category for the America's RMR for the Perfect World Shanghai Major?
The smoke. He's been practicing. Henny lines it up.
Wow. Look at that, everybody. Don't flash through there. It's not going to do anything. Through here.
We're talking.
Cook it.
And we're off. To the races. Double flash. Smoke arrives. Looks like it's landed well. Oh, but so was the bullet from that USP.
Imagine if he missed
one
the
from
smoke.
Yips.
Well, bomb goes down. Post plant ensues. A flash available on Riccioli.
I can't believe I just called him Yips. That's like a curse in the sporting world. But he's Yeps.
Flash fight on the fade. Here we go. Come on, Big Rick. It's time to flash.
Here it comes. Oh, but lovely tracking there. Double from the Glock. Urban and Riccioli hitting their shots. Nias in from behind. It goes down to Cold.
This would be a classic Cold moment.
It would, especially considering there is an absence of a kit. They're just going to have to go for a 10-second sit. You can't lose the duel, Urban. It's going to lead to the clutch. Cold Zera takes a leap and a bound towards Canids taking this one.
Whew. Big from Cold Zero. You can see it starting to happen. That's exactly what he was known for back in the day, coming in clutch. And he sets the Red Canids up pretty.
Genuine question. How often would you say, like, if you were putting like a percentage on it, CTs buy kits on pistol? Like, is it like in a professional Counter-Strike? Because it's not compulsory. We don't.
No, it's
see people go 5 Kevins.
I'm going to try out a figure that isn't based in anything other than
eye test.
Counter-Strike. Maybe 25%.
Okay, interesting.
Because like think about the amount you see like 5 armors or dual is getting dropped like normally 2 pairs. Yeah, I reckon maybe 25%. I think if your setup is going to be retake heavier. Oh, great flash. Cold under pressure, pushing through the pesky USPs. One and done for Cold. AK available.
That's something. And actually, if
hello.
Venom Zera did overlook that, they could have got awkward instead. B-side's open.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a very Merry Christmas.
Coming up, that is. What's on your Christmas list?
Australia.
Australia. I'd like one country, please.
Well, Nizen, it is great that you got that kill, but you don't necessarily want to be rolling into the first gun round with a MAC-10. However, if you can do some damage, get another kill, maybe scavenge away a rifle, that'd feel pretty
Another
tasty.
$600, and he would be on track to get BSD situated.
About what you could buy for Christmas with $600.
Yeah. Probably a gaming console. I have no idea how much they cost these days.
Jeez, Jason's sidekick is going nuts next door.
Yeah, calm your...
He's going mental!
He's pedal to the metal right now. I reckon it's because Complexity have just had an amazing clutch from Halzerk.
Oh, yeah?
If I was just...
Oh, is that what you can hear through the
No,
wall?
I'm guessing. I'm actually guessing. I can't hear anything.
All right, all right. 2-0. Nice start for the Canids. Wouldn't it be, and this is what we were discussing for Case, if they were able to get the victory over Red Canids, considering all the head-to-heads they had this year, it would feel great in the context of the major circuit. But be so far up on map number 1 to have a great opportunity on your choice at map number 2 and then to lose, I feel like that's going to be the gut punch because they did only win 10 rounds in their 2 best-of-1s prior to this matchup today. But we are into the guns. Oh, he has kept the MAC-10. The opponent will have head armor.
Niazin looks like he could be Drop's brother. At least from the side profile. Cold Zera flashing him out mid. Molly for Niazin's position. So they've got
fast.
This is very poppy.
Blocked.
Blocked, but still CT needs to be held. And with a MAC-10 versus an AK. Oh, he's done it! Magnificent from Niazin. Job done. Gets his one. He gets his one.
Oh!
Wow, BSD does not.
Didn't have his AWP, Alex.
No, but that was the frag. That was the frag to make this whole round looking good. Now Yeps is under so much pressure. Has to turn the flash. Beautiful from Venom.
Oh, comfortable.
Why is Venom such a cooler nickname than Venom Zera?
If he just dropped the Zera, let's just call him Venom.
I think so.
Let's do it.
It sounds so much better. We can all do all the Spider-Man bits and bobblies.
So Spider-Man references Carnage.
And even Naya's in. Like, what? Let's get rid of the Zin, bro. Naya? Nye? Bill Nye, the science guy?
Bill Nye, the science guy. All right, well, saving 2 rifles, Urban with the AK, Big Rick with the M4, a little bit of util residual, of course. Lost bonus going into the next going to be the 2900, so they could drop a rifle each. And Niazen will be able to buy himself because he carried into this round with the MAC-10. Now, Niazen could even drop an AWP for BSD, and it could all work out quite neat and tidy.
Okay. Everyone will have something.
Did good for one. There was the molly he had to fight. Didn't really have a choice, but it's that flash from Venom Zera, just lobbing it over the top of the white box. Yeps with few choices, and there it is. So BSD will be dropped the AWP. Everybody with rifles, those saves need to pay off immediately.
Tag pause just to kind of get themselves situated.
I think important to do so as well, because look, you can continue to go for the saves with the loss bonus there, but you want to get going ASAP. The last thing that you want to happen is Red Canids start to build up a big bank. At the moment, likely to have one residual buy. But if that gets to 2 or 3, T-side of Vertigo, I actually think the map is starting to lean a bit more in that fashion. I think the changes, especially late to mid-round over towards A with the lurk potential. We know teams are very good at ping-ponging on this map. Or seesaw, depends on what terminology that you're aiming for.
Merry-go round.
Merry-go-rounds. I don't know, right? I don't think it's...
No, I think that makes sense, actually.
I think if you went with tennis, it would have...
Oh, look at this gap. It's actually perfect for an up to peek in, but... Yep, leg shot onto cold. No, okay. I think I might have slipped off. That's my bad. Misread the situation. Davideus has a lurk smoke down towards the sandbags to progress. Venom Zera doing the same thing. This is very proactive towards B. They want to keep the pressure onto Yeps. Yes, BSD rotates through. Yeps nails the headshot. Is Nithin going to be overlooked here on Danger?
If Nithin just parks, this is perfect for Seesaw. Nithin can just stay here. It's very difficult to clear this position without an overcommitment or extra utility. So now they need to go and knock on the... Oh, dear.
Barrel's going to stick out if you actually push this. Oh, that's tempting. Nithin has a little investigation. He's not going to be Molotov'd out or incendiaried out for the pendant. Smoke down from the CT, but Urban has to clear out Davideus as well. So here comes the beat pressure onto BSD. Comfortable collection.
Good.
Second, not going to connect onto Cold Zera, but their options are so severely limited now. You're going to walk on up, hoping Cold Zera can hit this shot, which he does! Takes down the AWPer. On the other side of things, Henny has to find his now. On the cross, Yeps is close, pre-aim, pre-fire. Yeps just managed to control the spray. It's Niazin. From behind, from the top rope, delivers.
It's going to feel nice. You took the time out for that. You have the conversation. You now walk away with some AKs. The AWP picked back up for BS2, who did find success off it being dropped. So everything working as you would have hoped. That flash, you could see it just didn't quite blind the position that BSD was posted up with. Good awareness from Yeps as well that they could have been pressuring the site. And a great close from Nizen. Like waiting, swinging out late, not overextending and getting lined up. Lovely work. And as mentioned, there was going to be a residual buy, tactical timeout for Red Canids. And, well, a mission for Davideus onto a MAC-10. Henny will be operating with something a little bit lighter as well, but there are AKs aplenty. A very workable round for the Red Canids. But right there, it was spread out, right? There wasn't one clear plan, keeping their options open, but still getting shut down nonetheless. And we had spoken a whole lot about Davideus on map number 1 of Mirage, who was finding some good multi-kill impact that wasn't always converted upon. Secondary AWPing for the team as well on Dust2, finding some good openings. And if you're curious about Davideus, the only non-Brazilian in the server right now, did have a stint with 9Z, went to 2 majors with that team. I believe it was Antwerp and Rio.
It's cool to see some Chilean representation at the Americas RMR. I would have assumed Meadle would be knocked on with that MAC-10 on Davideus. Didn't anticipate him to have so much company, so Henny's got the AK. Cold Zera sacrificing that onto the Tech 9 gives Henny a chance to find the opening. He's been working on this smoke as well. Going to go for a mid-take. This is a page out of the scrapbook. Quick pressure. Look at the amount of pressure onto Yeps. It's brilliant. Straight into him. Tech 9 finds one. MAC-10 another.
Save.
Copy and paste that, Chad. I mean, that is a lovely combination of util just to take a quick pop into B from a different angle of assault.
And you need to be able to have those moves up your sleeve, which we did see Red Canids be quite successful with similar type of low-buy maneuvers on Dust2.
But drilling it. I mean, straight up, before we saw the last 5 minutes, before they got into this game, there was the pistol smoke, and this smoke that's now rendered them a nice 4th round.
Yeah, so Henny being reminded. That's the thing with AWPers in modern-day Counter-Strike. There's a whole lot more pressure. Well, I wouldn't say pressure. The workload on them to be able to throw utility is key. Yeah. Because of the position they're going to play, they're obviously not going to be a first in unless you're setting them up for the pick. Otherwise, you tend to... Cole, you're not going to spam that. I was going to say, you're definitely not going to spam that with a MAC-10. Wouldn't be any point.
Terrorists win. Does seem, I mean, at least from the first 5 rounds, that B site has been a target of Red Canids.
Look, if you want to go for full B lobby control, it is risky, right? Especially when the T's start that like lobby lurk smoke and the flashes are there and they can part through the smoke for different angles. But if you can get full control, it forces them to either sit back, wait out the util, and then retake it later, and it just changes the default progression. But if you go for that type of gamble and they go heavy over towards A, your rotation point is as far away as humanly possible. So let's see if they want to try and get Yeps a bit more aggressive. Doesn't look like it, as Venom Zero is going to do exactly what we were discussing, apply that pressure towards B. So happy to set up. Oh. Well.
Not what he was aiming for.
No. I've seen a little bit of missed utility within this series.
Have another go.
Might not have the same potency now. We'll let everybody know the Complexity MIBR series has come to its conclusion. You go check out those results if you ever so wish. And FlyQuest versus Linvision has just begun. I'll let you guys know the veto for that series. Nuke, Vertigo, and Anubis to be played for the final spot from the Asian RMR. So only 2 games going at once now, Alex, not the 3. A few less plates to spin. I would recommend you spin plates at home.
Dangerous game.
All right, well, Red Canids, one thing to note is they're a bit risk adverse in the early parts of the rounds, right? They're not going to tussle too much through the smokes and flashes. They wait out the CT protocol utility. Urban.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's edging.
Oh.
Heard now.
Yeah, that's awkward. Colt's just staring at him. Will he be allowed to vacate the premises? Seems as though it's a safe passage back into the site. Quick smoke exec onto A, so they're showing some depth here to their playbook. You can see the 2-side smokes forces them to either push the smoke or play for the retake. Oh, it's a 3-man push, but 2 of them walking catwalk, and that's going to be confirmed. Nyzin takes down, or goes down to Davideus. Nathan quick to surprise Riccioli. Urban up and over. Lovely triple. Urban does so much work, but now BSD rotates in. Cold and Venom.
Can't win the round.
Where did the bomb go? It was over towards the crane side. Run the clock down a little too much with their cautious opening. So Case will take that. I mean, you'll call that a clutch for BSD. Didn't have to lift a finger. So
yeah, look, 15, it'll count in the stats though, won't it?
Didn't catch the clock, to be honest with you. Caught me a little off guard, but Urban's kills enough to just completely destabilize. They needed that plant quick off of the back of the smokes.
He did well there, and in quite an awkward position too, so good job from Urban. Second tactical timeout used early from Red Canids, so wanting to make sure that the CTs don't feel too comfortable.
Is there?
Yes?
Oh, I was just going to ask, is this like an uncharacteristic performance from Nathan, or has he been struggling historically? Oh, he actually has been having a tough rating.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
And I think something else that you need to look at with Red Canids is the average age, I think, is quite high. It's not a young man's team. They're 26.2.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Henny's 29, Nathan's 27, Cold Zero's 30. So this is not a young man's team. Davideus at 24 and Venom Zero at 20 being the youngest member. So he really brings the average age down. But yeah, look, it does look very rough for Nathan in a lot of scenarios, to be completely fair.
He's on, across the first 2 maps, 12 frags.
Yeah, that's less than ideal. B-Lobby Control taking it yet again. There was a great flash there to keep the AWP off the line, but Canids are going to take their time. That's the classic. Slow and steady.
Venom's talking a lot. So smoke, or rather Molotov towards danger, clears out close wood. So the pressure definitely being felt by the B players.
But you can see this pack, so it's 3 players.
Lovely little util set to put the pressure on again. Like layers to this, and then you boost. There's nothing that you can do to spot that really unless you're up and over on the double stack, and so...
Feels like it's definitely going to be B. Look at all the bodies moving back over.
Yeah, look at the layers to this.
Here they come.
More util just landing. This is brutal. It's brutal out here for Case. But still there was an opportunity. The smoke was late. Ahead of it was the cross of Davideus, but a missed shot from BSD. Won't get any more, I tell a lie. Davideus down. Hits him with the flashbang. May have been heard. Venom brought low from the spam. 5 HP remaining as he gets away behind the generator.
That kill's going to lull them in for the retake. This is going to be tough.
It really hinges off of the way Urban and Riccioli find this flash conversions. Is it good enough as well? Is it going to blind that generator player? I think it's going to be over the top. Still has vision. Venom plays it well. Will have a chance to pull on the trigger on once more. Nathan onto Urban. Post plant looking good. Yeah, it's just one. Venom down. Niazin, they need to get on that bomb now. Time-sensitive mission. coldzera in the smoke. Niazin doesn't have a chance. No time. Henny, by virtue of existing, will get away. Will not keep his AWP. But all the same, it's a 5th for the Canids.
Yeah, Photo finishes on a couple of these rounds, really coming down to the wire, and I mentioned that kill might lull them into the retake. It was always going to be tough. With the number advantage, of course, you're going to give it a go, but that B setup from Canids was looking pretty tidy. If you come in, your spacing's bad, you get caught off guard, the trading doesn't start in your favor. This is exactly what could happen.
We know B anchoring Vertigo is nasty, but I mean, put yourself into the shoes of the defender of that. This double wave. There was that one window, that one gap for anyone that was, anti-strang red Canids. If they're going to continue to be peeking ahead of that right side smoke, there was an opportunity for BSD. He just missed his shot.
And look, I understand Case going for this eco. I wouldn't have been crazily surprised to see them shove either, because everybody went down. So you know that Canids don't have a huge amount of money. Obviously, their buy is going to be much better than yours. But this is the point of the game where it's like, oh, maybe we can still wrangle back control of the economy. They are going to take more of the safe approach into the next with the 2,400 loss bonus. They'll have a buy, and well, that's an opener.
Yeah, tough one for Nathan. It's just paranoid and expecting a lower buy, and what's one of the most common things you see is a boosted dig. He gets punished.
Yeah, he does look out of his element though, doesn't he?
Yeah, most def.
Well, they're still in the lead, regardless of the struggles that he's had throughout this series. Should be able to waltz in towards B, as we can see a completely vacant bomb site. There is a rotation coming back over of one man, Nizen. He is just a ward right now. Information given that they have overrun the opposite side of the map and trundling together the remainder of Case. Look for some more damage, right? This is something that you would potentially want to be able to get away with a few more kills or even some upgrades, because you know that Canids' money's not fantastic. So where are they going to group up? Because they should try and fight for this. Not necessarily the round, but the damage. Kioli goes down middle.
So that was the Mac 10. Just going to be the USPs to try and do some more.
They're trying to find Cold, or at least Nizen is, as Venom Zera. He's going to be bailed out. Cold in the back line, Teddy with one. Davideus takes down Urban, and it's just the one man standing who did get, well, he ran the Mac 10 earlier, Alex.
It's true.
He saved it once, he saved it again.
Holding mid with the Mac 10, not an easy task.
No, not at all. Maybe if you get boosted on the box.
Yep, that's fast.
That might be one position I could think it could be okay.
Not a conversation you want to be having on the third map of your for survival.
I'd be getting rid of it at this stage.
Yeah,
of the
throw
game,
it off the map.
With 4 rounds in the hole, and he has done. It's on there on the ground right there. But in case you are just joining us, survival on the line for one of these two teams. Last place looms for the other.
And in Canids, that you've just joined us, 6 rounds on the T side. Oh, lovely. Lovely, but he's not going to be dissuaded. Punishes the absence of the incendiary or Molotov, and so going to be seeing a mid push from Niazin. Yeah, this is promising. And so is the boost. Urban, he's looking like a real promising sign.
This is the bomb on Henny. Going through Z. So Nizen actually going to go and clear out B. This is perfect. He should have a multi. Unless he could get caught by Nathan.
Nathan, this is the frag. This is the frag. No, it's not. Goes down. Does go down to Venom, though. Into the site, and Geps is late. Very late for a very important date. Crazy. Henny gets 2 on the spray.
Save.
Oh, just as easy as that.
You can't give this one a go, boys. I know you want to. I know you need rounds, but the loss bonus starting to build in your favor. Hold on to your goods. Give yourself another crack into the next. Don't throw it all away. And that has made the messaging. PSD and Riccioli looking to save their goods. Really tough for Case to get going, especially after map number 1. They look so good, comfortable in the retake. Vertigo a different ballpark.
Nightmare fuel for Nathan, but you've also got to be able to just allow yourself to sometimes be the passenger.
Yeah, shake it off. Also noting a little bit of fun fact, I guess. Chev who's observing right now. He told me at breakfast, and we touched on this earlier in the day, but coldzera, for those of you the uninitiated, legendary Brazilian player, multiple major winner. Went over to FaZe for an international stint and had to live in Europe for a certain period of time. Stayed in Serbia. And Yeps, who's a mate of his, also friends with Casemiro, which is the owner of his team, surprising, went out to Serbia to do content, recording of the content for coldzera.
I love it.
So these guys are mates.
Small world, I think.
And now one of them's going home. Last place, America's RMR.
Now it looks like Cold's going to be the one throwing the knockout blow to Yeps and co.
Look, Davideus and Henny in opening kills again.
Yeah.
Wait, that can't be right.
That isn't right.
There can't be that many opening kills so far.
No.
There's only been 9 rounds
I think
of
that's
play.
Dust2.
Well, yeah, true, because it says 20 kills.
Yeah.
My bad, guys. I should have
Proofread.
looked before I spoke.
I like it from BSD. Oh, that's more than I was expecting. He's actually bringing the fight to him. Cold's not ready for that. An AWP, aggressive push mid, fair play. You've got to get the juices flowing.
Ooh, okay. Elevation to deal with any little cheeky plays towards the right side of the stairs, boosts, jump ups on the sandbags at the back, both common approaches, and Venom Zero going through his util set once again. Smoke Molly combo. Well, that's hurt as well, so Henny copping some flames. Force back is BSD staying active and needs to. Davideus close up Crane. It will be an A finish.
Got bodies here. Urban and BSD to be tested. He has to hit this and get away. I heard the jump throw from Henny. Doesn't overstep. You can see just how close he was to catching a glimpse. And Nathan gets it. Down he goes. Now accelerating into the site. The bomb plant going to be required shortly. BSD hits another onto Davideus. Jumping up and over. And Urban consistently finds frags when I doubt him. In the edge of the smoke, does punish, and BSD with the multi-kill, quad kill from BSD, raising the roof in the room, as this is a fight for survival.
Well, that's why saving those weapons, Alex, pays off. Keeping the AWP and the rifle, and then BSD gives you 4. You go 5 into the half, K still have a chance. I think if Red Canids get themselves up to 8 or 9 rounds, this is going to be such a tall task. But BSD, I love the proactive nature. And Yanko's been calling for a Brazilian AWP player to be it. So many good, talented players, but never an AWP that you can put your finger on.
They have yet to be able to humble Venom's early B presence, and you could say the same for Urban on his control of yellow. He's happy to occupy short. He's been having very little friction and troubles in finding contributions, and looks like he's going to try and stay active this time with Riccioli, that is.
Big Rick. Oh, and 2, in combination, the 2 of them have been able to find a kill onto Davideus. He's in the dirt, but they'll still progress. Waterfall smoke, and Nathan, there you go. There's some impact.
Massive. Catches Riccioli completely unawares on the cross back, trying to play the advantage, control and maintain that man advantage, and as a product of that, ends up giving it over.
Well, he has a great idea, right? Because when he hears the waterfall smoke landing behind him, that's one of the common places to throw it from sandbag.
Good read. Interesting pivot mid. They've had some nice util combinations here previously. No Molotov this time. But I do want to see, Chef, if you can catch the mid-smoke Henny threw last time. I'd love to learn the lineup. Little left clicker to stop the elevator players. If he does throw it, might just be contact, though, because it is a massive gap right now. Does he do it? Here we go. So in the corner. Bang. And go. Oh, how is BSD there in time? Still manages to get them both. BSD is saving the Brazilians right now. Miro would be proud. Hold on. Venom Zera, still a problem on B. BSD, aggressive, missed his flick, but pushing.
He's got full util.
Yeah, he can stop the default plant with 12 seconds left. Venom's going to have to commit to it. Oh, the HE combined puts him on 3. They have to win this. This is compulsory. If you want to survive at the Americas RMR, if you want to avoid last place, you need a 7-5 half. And you have the man advantage. I mean, Venom's a shadow of his former self. He's got 3 HP. It might have to just be Henny. And he's done well to start. Takes down Urban on the rotation. Still a B-Stairs player being held. Venom needs to hit his. BSD goes down. Venom still finds a contribution. And now Niazin, what's he supposed to do? Time sensitive. Fakes it out. Calling the bluff is Venom. Swings through to confirm it. And this is an 8 for the Canids. Outrageous. Despite everything BSD has done for them in these last 2 rounds, he still cannot put that 4th on the board.
Oh, yeah, you're bang on. It felt like he had done enough there. The second kill, what's he seen? Must have just been the tippy top of the head to get the double.
When I looked at the minimap, just as they were lining up that smoke, BSD was straight, like, deep Ellie. He's just got there in time before the smoke does plume.
Here it is. I think we'll catch it on the replay. This is how it kicked off in favor of Case. Knifing gets a nice trade, keeps the round open. BSD's first, and just the head swinging past. Huge shot.
Oh, Venom's a real demon, isn't he? On this B default.
It's also fantastic that they work together, Henny and Venom, to take that fight and isolate BSD. Oh. Henny's grabbed the AWP and found an opener, making a double trouble now. 9 on the docket for the Canids.
Oh, problems. Eyes in as well. This could lead to a really nasty timing. He has to react.
Oh, he's just put the
He has to react. Yep. A chance.
So they know B's open.
Squandered, yeah.
Get a move on.
Absolutely. Nathan's calling it wide open. Oh! Filthy.
Exploits the gap. Cold sits him down, and BSD 1v5. And that's for only 4 rounds.
Yeah, you could see him there just residing himself to a impossible clutch. Staring at smokes, hitting his shots, panning the stats, but they want more than just stats. They wanted to survive the night. At the America's RMR, Nathan's got a chance and will take it for a 9-3 half. Canids 4 rounds away from surviving and knocking out Case, as well as Yeps, of course, for coldzera, player he's all too familiar with.
You take a look at that round timeline we just had on screen, you can see nothing consecutive for Case. We're unable to build any momentum on the CT side, not able to put up a defense that was anything that the Canids had to worry about.
What's a tool that's missing from their tool belt to make life difficult for Venom? Because Venom just felt like every time he could just throw that smoke, throw that molly.
They never went aggressive
like
in the lobby.
Take.
Yeah, right. And some rounds they sent the AWP there to go for a pick, but was flashed off of the line. Yeah. So the fact they weren't able to get any control. Nizen actually was able to find space in middle in a few rounds, right? Yeah. And they were trying to find a pressure point where they could get aggression, but you bang on. They were under a lot of scrutiny over towards B. A lot of information was in the favor, and it just meant a lot of these They did deal with it early, though. Remember the first rifle round? They walked into B, and Yep sits one down, and the AWP on default takes down Nathan. Yep. But since then, it was been all the conversation about the Canids. I mean,
we know just how much easier the map feels when you can say it's not B. They could never say that.
I'm going to put this out there. This pistol round determines... right, if we're going to have any conversation about Case. Because if Red Canids win this, not only is it 10, for Case, you just have to force play out the rest of the game. We see teams, even at the highest levels, find themselves in this situation where it sucks, right? You lose the pistol, you force again, it's all over. You're never going to get a rifle round in the second half of play. So dig deep right now, Case. Put on a show why you're here.
What's the pistol call? It's going to have to be... I was going to say complex. We've got 2 smokes. Riccioli and Yep's going to be equipped with that, a Molotov and a flash.
Well, we're about to see if it's going to be A or B focused, right? This could go either way. Looks like it is going to be B based.
Contact.
So there is going to be quick support, right? Henny will be able to help either middle or B with a flash. He's actually got one lined up right now. Venom and Davideus will be able to rotate quite quickly. They're now setting up over towards the B lobby. Need to make sure they don't make any sound cues because that will be heard by the mid players. Careful now, boys, as they're making this boost look more difficult than it has to be. coldzera likely to be mollied out by Yeps. Wait, Yeps is in middle. No, don't worry about that. Cancel that.
Molly to Guardian instead. Nizen down. coldzera hits the shot. Davideus 1. Urban, he needs another. He cannot afford to go down. Delivers a triple. Urban fighting tooth and nail for his survival here at the RMR. Another for Urban, a quad kill, but it can still be an ace, and it is. Urban refuses to surrender, refuses to go down quietly. He fights tooth and nail for a chance to survive. It's just a 4th round, but it does mean there's more opportunities coming their way, and Cold even found the opening.
I thought Cold was going to be in trouble. Take a quick look at the radar, saw that Yeps was over towards middle, so that usual set was never destined for his position whatsoever. The CTs, they just kept coming, kept swinging, but Urban playing deathmatch, sits them down and keeps the dream alive.
Nice play.
It's a force buy though for Canids. They are giving a chance for Case to get back into things.
Bro, if you round that corner, you're going to get a jump scare.
And Yeps already has wide eyes. Take a look, you can see.
5.
On the cam, he's about to get the shock of a century. Trying to assist A from the ladder room. Needs to be quite worrisome about this one.
Just pieces out.
Well, mid's about to be called clear. So I feel if Canids don't get any action before Case can fortify a bomb site, they should save. I know that seems crazy, but it wouldn't make any sense to go for a round that you don't really have any stake in winning, because at that point, we're going to see 9-5, but you'll have to be full ecoed. That's 9-6. It just becomes a 3-round game. You lose the first rifle round.
Nice, diligent util. Clears out that close box for Akioli.
We're going to see the save. They're all over towards B.
Fair play. I mean, it is, as you've highlighted, it makes a lot more sense. Having a second bite, having another try.
I think if you're going to give the force buy like this with such a lead of Canids, this has to be the option if you gambled incorrectly. I just don't think you could have justified going for it. I think the force buy in itself might feel like you're getting a step ahead or two, but anyway, it looks like we might get a unicorn round.
Yeah, first one for us here at the RMR.
I wonder how many aces there's been. I know we saw one on the pistol. That's what's got me thinking about it. I'll just take a quick look. Snow got one against Imperial, and Venom Zera got one against M80.
So that was the third ace, is that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
As far as the Americas is concerned, I'll take a quick look at Asia while we have this moment of respite.
Terrorists win.
Asia's had a bunch more. Wecht from GR against FlyQuest. Inns against GR. Kaze against Talon. Inns against Drillers. I think that was on a save, though, so I don't think that really counts. Zaka against Talon and MHL against Linvision. So, a few more.
Not too shabby.
And if you want to go tune into the Asian RMR final game...
Game's live?
Final game taking place. FlyQuest Linvision live now.
Let's see if this second attempt on the force buy. I mean, they already they can assume it was a force buy by virtue of the save, right? It would have been, if it was USPs, they'd have seen it. We know they're up against the same kind of thing. MP9, close quarters, grenade destined for Davideus, some damage.
Here they come.
Oof. Okay, I mean, he's just looking for one, playing for one.
B.
And he's done it. Riccioli opens him up, denies Davideus with anything. Ooh, cold moment of opportunity. Riccioli at least throws the bomb away. That could have gotten much worse had he lost it in front of the smoke.
Nice and slow.
PSD. Oh, that's messy. That's sketchy. They're going to lose it. Urban needs to save him. Nathan doing a lot, but still Yaps is here. 1v1, Niazin versus Henny. 5-7 versus Mac 10. Henny looking better than Niazin in the health department.
Bloody
and
hell!
He wide swung him. It's exactly what Henny needed. A nice, easy body shot, just 16 points of damage. Why has he done that?
I think that's reminiscent of the clutch that Niazin won on Mirage. Remember when he was at Van and Henny coming up short and he just did this weird swing? Like, he actually stepped out and then stepped out again.
You don't even have a kit,
I think he's trying to surprise Henny,
don't have
but
a kit, man.
yeah, well, we knew it was going to be tough.
16 HP, man.
Yeah.
Play time, man.
And this makes Riccioli's death that much worse. You think, what are you getting up to, mate?
Oh, I have the bomb.
Where are you going, Chief?
Oh, that's a massive win. Oh, the Canids know what that means. Yeah, final attack pause. Probably just to screw their heads back on straight, because Case. Fumble.
Tough. Well, they get a bye. So it's not the end of the world, but it definitely feels that way from where we're sitting. It should have been a 9-6 scoreline.
Yes.
With a 3-round manageable gap. You winning a rifle round puts them down to a partial. 9-7, likely 9-8.
The only way... Never mind.
Oh,
No, is it?
they're not going to clear
Yeah, they
it.
will. Hello.
What?
Hello. This is madness. This is utter crazy counter. Davideus gets away. No, it's nice clear on the HE. Okay. Smoke break leads to a 4v4. I'm gonna screw my head back on.
Take a bit of a breath.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
One might be necessary.
Can't believe this is. I mean, it's been highly entertaining. Probably not for Case.
Well,
across the series, yeah, sure. But Vertigo right now is really hinging on this gun round going tickety-boo. Urban. He's been my standout from Case for sure.
He's definitely had some moments, hasn't he? Combination of utility there, so from ladder as well as A ramp to help it look like it's going to be a bit more A pressure. I think Riccioli allows them to seesaw back towards B. So A pressure, keep the rotation split. Henny will be the closest point to help out Cold Zero on a B finish. 39 seconds remaining. BSD still hanging around, and Venom's just walking through the smoke. He's going to catch him, and he's going to call it clear. The rotation to B, it can be on the way right
Venom,
here, right now.
That's massive. One Zera sets up the other. Cold prepares himself to receive a perfect flash onto all three. They cross in. It's going to be a massacre, but it's actually Urban and Riccioli. They stand steadfast. Cross missed shot. Henny had a chance to stop that bomb plant. Now Riccioli peeks into the AWP just to make sure it's extra hard for Urban. Venom coming in from one side. Lovely position. He's not going to clear him. He's not going to clear him.
But he's going to see him when he goes up the stairs.
Hold on. This is mad. Not if he jumps up.
No.
Not if he jumps up. And then he doesn't check it. And now Urban's going to win the clutch from this one. He's overlooked him.
No!
That is ridiculous. Oh, the frustrations.
There's a smoke.
Hang on.
Where's the kid?
No kit. Wait, maybe on the side. Missed shot from Henny. He's got no time. He's won the clutch. Urban again with impact. This game is ridiculous. I'm losing my fucking mind.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, Red Canids, they've taken their last tactical timeout as well. There's still so many rounds of Counter-Strike to be played, and there's nothing left for the coaches.
Oh,
They're watching firsthand.
Oh, yeah. From their perspective, it's even crazier. Oh, that's a spicy meatball.
Not even I'll have a look.
Not even a slight consideration.
Not at all. Hello. Oh, thank you very much.
Sweet.
Show him that after the game.
Yeah.
Wouldn't believe how lucky he just got.
Oh my God. I mean, that's one back.
Yeah.
You know what, Knives?
Well, that's what Dust2 was about, right? And Red Canids ended up with more.
Yeah. Okay, well, the case can still be made, as it were.
See that T smoke?
Yeah, I do.
So if the CTs are going to do the classic like yellow smoke, T's drop that, it means that the AWP or rifles can play over the top of it.
Oh, it's like the new version of the under the boards one we used to throw and go.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. Big Rick doing a lot of talking. Trying to corral the troops, going to send multiple bodies up the ladder to assist Yeps in middle. Henny's AWP trained and at the ready.
He's been here for a long time. Patience could be rewarded here. Riccioli puts himself straight in the crosshairs of Henny. Solid pull of the trigger and first blood drawn for the Red Canids. Bomb as well for information.
So at least it's been scavenged. 35 seconds. You need a finish.
Is looking very bleak.
Gentlemen, group up and do something or save. Those are your options.
Zera's not been spotted. They're walking straight past him. Now that smoke gives him more options. Davideus contributes. They still don't know about the SMG. It's too comfortable. Canids send Case back to spawn. A failed venture this time. Time their greatest adversary. Just running the clock down.
Day 4, Venom Zera. The sandbags think I'm one of them. I'm integrated with their culture.
I mean, it is a frustrating position to clear.
I can't believe he's just sitting there like that. I know he had support for a moment, but that support backed off.
You get a little info. There's like a pixel gap.
Surely this is it.
Yeah, well, that felt like it, but all it would take would be a crazy Tech9 opening.
True, and neither team has any loss bonus to work with. 1,400 for Canids if they lose this one.
Fast Tech9's chipped away at, spotted, and Venom Zero's ready. It's not going to be easy to try and force their way into this A site with just the sidearms, and Venom already removing BSD is big. Mid-luck is not going to be getting anything done. Davideus deals with Naya's in. Nathan in a nice elevated angle will have a deep sight line to catch this search. And nice one back. Urban, miraculous to actually find a contribution up against Rifles, but this one looks like it's too far gone. Venom with 8 HP is susceptible, but manages to get out on the catwalk. Penny puts Urban down. A 12th round for the Red Canids. Sealed and delivered by Henny. 16 and 5. I mean, he is having a field day across this series. He's been having impact throughout, and it's not changing here on Vertigo.
Yeah, I feel like the beginning of the end was signaled so much earlier within this game for Case. The first half, tough. Couldn't get themselves consecutive CT rounds. Flicking over to the T side. An ace from Urban on the pistol. You think it sets them up. They lose that crazy 1v1. I don't know what Nyzen was thinking, but regardless, he shouldn't be left in that scenario. And this should be it. Helpless. They just run into the cold embrace. Coldzera still in pursuit of the Major to make it 12, but this is just for survival as Davideus mops them up. One body to find, and it's Yeps.
Red Canids survival. And for Case, elimination. A short trip to Shanghai for Case as it's a 4-3 mapper, but ends with conviction. Red Canids, a 13-8, a 13-6, locking it down, and a reverse sweep. Disappointing all of those Case fans in Brazil.
Yeah, they were in full control on map number 1 at Mirage. They were doing fantastic on the CT side. More than happy to play retake.